Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? What's going on?
This is culturally
What's
inappropriate.
up? Oh, damn. I was like, why is it playing twice? What's going on, man? What's up? What's up? You said, where are you? It 1:22 a.m. in France is crazy. What's going on, guys? What's up? Damn. 86 people in the goddamn chat already. Oh my gosh. I barely we barely said 2 words. Sheesh. God damn, let me put these headphones in. Man, oh man. But what's up, everybody? What's up? First things first. Nah, you not late. First of all, let me apologize because I don't know what happened with OBS. I have no idea why it just kicked me off of the stream and then started back up again. Anyway, we here. It don't matter, man. But I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. 96 people. God damn. Oh my gosh. All right. So, let me start recording. First things first. Let me just say I have not watched ABBA's response to Stevie. So we have to watch that first, and then we have to watch the Stevie video. So that's why this video is labeled parts 3 and 4. So we're going to get into it. But before I do, let me know how I sound. Do I sound loud enough? Do I need to turn my mic up? Let me know. I'm still messing around with the sound, guys. By the way, I just realized I didn't really have any juice or anything. Usually I have juice and I mix it with shit, but all I had was Douce and fucking Coke, and I have no idea how this is about to taste, but we about to find out. Let's see. About to find out. Something's telling me this is about to be trash. Damn, 110 people. Ah, man, oh man. Jesus. Okay, we just gonna leave that right there. You know, I've had worse. That's not bad at all. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Hey, shout out to Michael Davis for knowing the goddamn 19 inches of venom in the background. Good eye, good eye. Let me see. Wait a minute. Hold up, is my shit working? Okay, I was about to say. All right, without further ado, man, let's get into ABBA's video first, and then we'll watch Stevie's, and then we have like a couple of few things on the document. This is going to take me a while, guys. It's going to take me a while to get through because ABBA's video is 17 minutes, which means it's going to take us like 30 to 40 to get through it. And then we have Stevie's video, which is fucking 37 minutes long. What did he say in 30? God damn. What could he have said? That's a long ass video. But let's see here. All right, let's get into it.
We're doing another Stevie Night video.
Let me know if I need to turn it up.
Half of you are like,
I could care less. I could care less about.
Stevie Night. He has a titled video called Damn, Is ABBA Fake?
I cannot say that I saw this coming. ABBA ain't no stranger to doing the extra, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna just summarize this first point, but I'll link the video below so you guys can go watch it. For those of you who didn't watch the debate, consider yourself lucky. Here's a recap.
I feel like it felt like I didn't feel like I feel like do you feel like I feel like I could care less about why you feel the way you feel. I'm not a fucking machine.
They need to be controlled. They need to be decapitated
To feel heard, I feel like everybody's gonna feel differently. There is emotion tied to it, bro. I'm a human being. Like some children are born in fucked up circumstances, bro. It is what it is. So logically, it is what it is. Oh, that's cap.
That's cap? Did you Google it? Did you Google
Yeah,
it?
it is
No,
what it is.
Somebody Google it in the chat.
I don't even need to look up the stat.
Every motherfucker engaged in evil could burn.
During our debate, there was a discussion about
First off, shout out to ABBA's editor, or him if he did edit it, because going through that, first of all, having to listen to that fucking debate over again, like just subjecting yourself to that. You know how fucking stressful that is, and just finding all of the clips of him saying, "I feel like."
Out school, food lunches, starvation, food insecurity. Stevie and Kirk were constantly making this point that like kids are not starving, so we don't need these free lunches in school. There's other ways for the kids to get food. Okay, that's pretty much the general gist of it. I try to explain that like not everyone has good parents. Food stamps are not always accessible. 7-year-old can't apply for food stamps. Stevie's like, listen, it's not a real problem. Kids are not emaciated, dying on the side of the street. And he harps on the fact that during the debate, Stevie himself was talking about starvation, like third world starvation, like kids, skinny bones, big belly, dying, you know?
Shout out to Scally Reezy for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He said, take a shot every time this man Stevie said feel. Oh, God, man. You trying to have me fucking drunk as hell. But appreciate you, brother. Let's see.
Oh, this isn't fucking... People, it's not a famish going on. People are not dying because...
No, they're not dying, but...
Famish.
I was talking about that. You were talking about a different problem that's less serious. And it's kind of disingenuous of you, Abba, to misrepresent me.
We can't be switching words out now, man. Food insecurity is entirely different than starving. That was the...
Keep in mind, when I initially reacted to this, I was pissed because I noticed, like, Abba, he obviously was using, you know, like, he was basically talking about food insecurity and saying, like, food, he was talking about food scarcity, and he was, like, basically saying that while he was also using, like, starvation. So it gave room for Stevie to say this dumb shit. So I really feel, I still wish that they cleared that up in the fucking debate, man, because it gave room for Stevie to do this dumb shit.
Question posed in that debate with Kirk.
Now, here's where I'll be accountable. Shouldn't have used the word starvation when I was talking. Even though us in colloquial terms, be like, yo, I'm starving today. I need to eat.
Fair.
In discussion, you should define terms. That's my fault.
Totally fair.
You also give yourself a 3 out of 10.
For the debate performance?
Yes.
Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. What I don't like is this very bad faith interpretation on his behalf. When him and Kirk argue against school lunches, them talking about starvation, these programs were never implemented to stop famine. They were not put in place so that kids were about to die on the side of the street and like, hey, here's a little sandwich at lunchtime. They were put in place to combat malnutrition because a lot of folks who didn't have access to food would show up, not eat, and their performance levels at school were bad.
The Great Depression, the federal government began to support school lunches in the 1930s to utilize surplus agriculture products, providing much needed nutrition for children. National School Lunch Act. In 1946, Congress passed the National School Lunch Act, which formally established the program to provide consistent access to nutritious food across the nation. National security, a significant motivation was the recognition that poor nutrition in childhood impacted young men's ability to serve in the military, making it a national security issue. Yep, sounds about right to me.
They couldn't pay attention. That's what the program's about. I personally think it's incredibly bad faith to come to a debate about a topic, about a policy, and argue against something that's never intended for. And throughout the debate with him too, I mentioned it. If you just Google it, it's like so many kids today here in America, you could look it up, the statistics, that have malnutrition, that have food scarcity, that have all these problems. It stunts their growth. It fucks them up in terms of their academic success. If we were
And this is why I said Stevie was disingenuous, because you literally heard Abba say food scarcity. You heard him say that. But for you to say, see, man, nah, brother, nah, I was talking about starvation. See, nah, I was specifically talking about children being emaciated, showing bones, you know, because that's a normal thing. You know, that ain't normal in America, you know, but you saying it is. That's why I said he was being disingenuous as fuck. But for him to say Abba was moving the goalposts is crazy. The mental goddamn gymnastics is insane.
talking about kids dying on the side of the street, why the would I be talking about the fact that they won't get a good grade? And who cares? If we were talking about something that was terminal, I think I'd probably be like, how do we save these kids from dying?
I understand what you're trying to say. What I don't understand is why the are we debating school lunches?
Sure.
Thank you.
Like, you're trying to make a whole point about, F them kids.
You know, you're shitty parents. I get it, dog. This life. Life is fucking hard, dog. And some children are born in fucked up circumstances, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, but
No school
So
lunches.
we do nothing.
What? Why do you go against that?
I know.
That's the debate.
Y'all don't want to give that to kids, but prisoners get it, military members get it, a whole bunch of different adults.
Ooh, I'm good. God damn it, I'm good. I said the same shit in my video. I said the same goddamn shit in my video. Hold up 1 second, chat. Move this over here so I can check on it in real time. Damn it, I'm good.
Get it. Also, aren't we a first world country? Like, just because we're not dealing with third world country problems, don't we solve them all the time? It's like saying, yo, we don't need to make our roads better because we don't have dirt roads like third world country.
Show me a single child in America going hungry. Doesn't exist.
That's so fucking
It's
crazy.
just not true.
We have a child obesity problem, not a child starvation problem in this country.
Again, two things can be true at once. And people are cheering. Like when I first saw this clip, I thought this shit was dumb. I thought it was dumb. I'm like, there's no way he's actually serious.
I don't understand this thing where it's like, it has to be one or the other. You know, you could have rich and poor people, you could have educated people, and Stevie Knight. Both of those things can all coexist like that.
Americans don't know what starving.
This man said you can have educated people and Stevie Knight. God damn. That's insane. Woo.
Is. We don't know what starving is, man. But, you know, I see what he's doing here. He's playing semantics and moving the goalpost with this conversation, bro.
I love how you accuse me of playing semantics.
That's what he
He
does.
spent 13 minutes talking about starvation versus food insecurity and not getting enough meals.
That's comedy gold right there.
If you talk like that about kids not having access to food, is it any wonder why people think you guys are monsters?
Bruh, here we go, bro. He taking me out of context again. See, I ain't shit. He ain't shit.
Every time someone's too stupid to enunciate their own point, they always
say
say I was
you're
taken
taken
out of context.
context.
No, you just don't know
Correct.
how to communicate. Maybe if you got a school lunch every time in the 3rd grade, you'd be able to read, speak, and think past a 4th grade level. Maybe if you
Hey, dog. Why did he? Yo, first off, just leave. ABBA is like Kendrick Lamar at this point. Leave this nigga alone. And I mean that genuinely. Leave him alone. Do not beef with this nigga unless you absolutely have to. Like, and when I say that, I mean you gotta be on some John Wick type shit. You gotta kill this man's dog, okay? Like, or he has to kill your dog, whatever. Like, you have to have a legitimate reason to beef with ABBA. Shout out to Welcome Hector Santiago. Appreciate you. Or I said welcome. Shout out to Hector Santiago. I don't know why I said welcome. Anyway. But yeah, leave this nigga alone. Hold up. It's getting hot in here. I gotta plug up my fan. Ugh. Shit. Let me see here. Much better. Yeah, bruh. Leave him alone. Like, I consider myself to be extremely petty too. This man talking about some wow, my husband famous. Moosey, we are not married, dog.
got a school lunch every time in the 3rd grade, you'd be able to read, speak, and think past a 4th grade level. Maybe. I think you needed them school lunches, Stevie. I was taken out of context. After a while, is it people taking you out of context or you don't know how to communicate? I'm just asking. The thing you're going to know, he's a big-time fence sitter. He just won't take a stance. The whole thing is like, I don't care. I ain't pro-life. I ain't pro-choice.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. He was like, I don't disagree with you, but I also don't disagree with Kurt. So what is your stance? What is your stance? And I find it so funny because people like Sneeko accuse these two of being fence sitters. He doesn't even know what the fuck that actually means. Stevie Knight is an actual definition of a fence sitter when you do not have a position either way. If you are in the middle between the two, there is no fucking middle. There is no, and I find that very interesting because when it comes to conservatives, things are usually very black and white with them. So when you're debating, you're just suddenly in the middle. Now there's gray. You in the gray area all of a sudden. I'm being facetious.
I don't care if the kids get the food, but I'm a capitalist. I'm against government handouts.
Logic said his stance could care less. Everybody has been saying that a lot, so I'm assuming Stevie has said that multiple times in his video. I can't wait.
I don't want the government to come save the world, but I don't care if they pass a program. If it happens, it happens. It's like probably anti-abortion. Am I right?
No, I don't know. I could care less. I'm not pro. I'm not anti. I respect this. I don't agree with it. Like,
But you want the government to get involved and stop abortions.
I never said. I don't give a fuck about what anybody does with abortion.
Did you say it's a bigger problem?
Yes, there's a bigger problem.
How the fuck is it a bigger problem? You said it's a problem. You said it's a bigger problem, but you don't think they should stop it? If you do indeed think it's a problem, I can say I do not think abortions are a problem. So I do not think they should stop. I'm all for it. Like, I am pro-choice. I can fucking say that because I have a goddamn position.
I didn't give a solution to it. I know it's a problem. I never said what I want to do about it. I could care less. Like, it is what it is, dog. This life is fucking hard, dog.
I could care less. I could care less.
Some children are born in fucked up circumstances, bro.
You want this?
I never said want. I said
Appreciate
these resources are available to them.
But that's what your solution is, right? You're
That's
fine.
not my solution.
Holy shit. 318 people in here, man. God damn, already. Woo! Yo, appreciate y'all,
This
man.
is culturally
Thank you so much for
inappropriate.
pulling up. It's going to be a fun-ass night.
Bro, what is your opinion? I don't have any solutions, bro. I'm not saying what my solution is. I'm saying this solution exists.
This whole argument.
Like, I genuinely, guys, maybe I needed the school lunches in school. Maybe I just don't get what this guy's
The
talking.
whole debate was just eye roll.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with you with that, but I don't disagree with Kirk either.
Huh? I'm both anti-gun and pro-gun. You know what I'm saying? I could care less, bro. I could care less.
I don't know. I could care less. I could care less. I could care less. I could care less about.
Okay, all right. Okay. It was I did not realize he said it that fucking much. Oh my gosh. Wow. I could care less. And going back to what Abba said before, he has a very valid point here because I just thought of something. Wait a minute. Yeah. How the fuck can you say abortions are a problem and then you say I don't care either way, but when you talk about abortions, you refer to it as killing babies? Sir, that means you're conservative. If you're not going to have that type of language if you do not think abortions are bad. I don't understand. Why are you so scared to have a fucking stance? That's totally contradictory. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, I couldn't care less, right? Stevie, you deserve their school lunches. I'm sorry it wasn't given to you.
I could
Hold on, before we go on, everybody in the chat, make sure y'all like the stream, man. Make sure y'all like, stream, share. Let's see if we can get up to 400 tonight, all right?
care less.
And here's the thing that's funny. Remember when he said he's not pro-choice or pro-life, but he refers to it as killing babies.
God damn it!
Abortions
Oh my
and-
god! God damn it! Hold up. Am I fucking psychic? What did I just say? Oh, that exactly. Oh, what did I just say?
Food insecurity. Why are we comparing killed babies to babies that are alive?
You're probably anti-abortion, am I right?
No, I don't know. I could care less. I respect his stance. I'm not pro. I'm not anti. I respect his stance. I don't agree with it, of course.
Killed babies.
I don't give a fuck about what anybody does with abortion.
Doesn't make any sense.
You couldn't care less about what they do with abortion, but you also think that they're killing babies. Do you guys understand how much of a fence sitter and sociopathic person you have to be to really have that worldview? I really think I think abortion is murder. But
I could care less.
Like the pro-choice people don't think the fetus is a child. That's why they're justified in their position.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the pro-life people think it is. So that's he's saying it is a baby, and I don't care if they die.
Right.
But he did a more recent video, one that you haven't seen. Because he got a lot of backlash after he put out this video. His own fans were turning on him like, yo, Stevie, you were bugging. You were being hyper emotional.
Oh, no,
the comment section
was
flaming him.
You know what? That is so interesting because I was telling Logix when I first initially saw the comments, like they were dick riding Stevie. Like all the comments were like overwhelmingly positive. And then like 2 hours later, everybody was getting on his ass, man. Like it flipped so quickly.
Sell out to black people.
Bootlicker, coon, coconut,
all that.
sellout. As of this whole Kirk situation, bro, these labels have been flying at your boy. Black man with more of a conservative take on things, like thinking black people need to be a monolith. Like all black people need to look the same and feel the same and view things the same.
Sure, but that's not the case right now. That's not the reason why. I understand what you're saying, but that's not what's happening.
Black man with more of a conservative take, black culture is going to despise.
That's not. I already said this in my video where I covered like him talking about this, but that is not even fucking true. Because just because you are a black conservative, it doesn't necessarily mean that I think you're a trash panda. That's not the case. It's just the way that you personally have been moving. Okay? You have defended somebody who has talked so poorly about the black community and just purposely lied about the black community as well. And you support him. You just said, hey man, yeah, Kirk. Oh my man, Kirk, right. I love my daddy, Kirk. I love Kirk. He right, man. Even though he can't even tell us as to why Kirk is right. It's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. What's good, Blue Eagle?
This idea that black folks are somehow incredibly liberal, and that's not true. A lot of social issues relating to transness, gay marriage.
Majority of U.S. adults say gender is determined by sex assigned at birth. Percentage saying that whether a person is a man or a woman. Black people. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
There's no group that's more against it than black folks in the USA.
Huh.
The highest religious group in the USA is also black folks by percentage. I think.
Okay, obviously he's using like smaller examples here. Also, be careful. Be careful, because when people are going to see this, they're going to say, "Oh, Abba is cherry picking." They love to use that fucking term. They're going to say that he's cherry picking here, but he's just showing you that black people are indeed not a fucking monolith. Like, they disagree on many facets, like within politics. That we are obviously not a monolith. That's what he's trying to show you. He's not saying that black people do not overwhelmingly vote Democrat. He's not saying that.
People believe that either because they're never around black folks or know nothing about them. They think that how people vote maps on one-to-one with what their values are, and that's just not true.
Regardless of what it is that I'm saying, for people to view me and judge me on what I'm saying based on my skin tone.
They call you a sellout because of the kind of shit you produce. You're not even presenting their arguments of why they think you're a sellout. I want you guys to go to his channel, Night Talk. Go to the search button. Not my feelings. Facts. Search the word black. See how many videos this guy makes shitting on black people and black culture.
Oh my God. Black people don't want to hear this. Kevin Gates keeping it real. Black men don't date black women because of this. Only black men date white. God damn.
I did take the time to click on a lot of these videos just to make sure, but let's look at some of these titles. I hate black people, and he agrees with them for a lot of the video. Black people are sick of black people. Dear black people, you suck. Black men don't date black women. Black people.
Bruh, and I seen a clip of Stevie agreeing with fucking Nick Fuentes, bro. Agreeing with him.
People don't want to hear this. Only weak black men date white women. You know, shout out to, because he's dating a white woman. He's got a complex. He's a little bit, insecure about that. He does get comments though, so I get it. Black Lives Matter 2.0? I hate black women. Black people have to.
Bruh, first off, I have not watched the Stevie video yet, but I am willing to fucking bet that he is going to be hot that Abba brought up his white wife. I will put money on it. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I am willing to fucking bet money.
Stop being victims. She told white people, finally, she told white people to stay out of the Black Panther. Okay, so it's still critiquing a black person on behalf of white people. This makes black women look so bad. And you gotta appreciate the hypocrisy. They'll be like, oh my God, these people think about race way too much. And they make that much amount of content about black people. Now flip it. Put in the word white. You will not find a single video, even though there's men.
And that's the part. That is the part. That is the fucking issue. I think it is totally fine to critique the black community, okay? The black community has issues, just like the Asian community, just like the Hispanic community. Every community, every race, everybody has fucking issues. But it looks crazy when you specifically only bash black people. Everything with black is fucking negative. It's only negative. But when you hear about a fucking crazy MAGA person shooting up a church or what have you, you don't cover it. You don't cover it. You hear about a black kid getting lynched at an HBCU, you don't say anything. You don't. That is the issue. It is totally fine to critique the black community. When I have to, if they're black and they need to be critiqued, I will do it. Shout out to Christian Fields for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you so much. Here's the thing. How is what he's saying being out of context when literally people are basically letting you talk? Maybe you just have a crappy take. Exactly. Could not have said it any better myself. Yeah, but anyway, let's continue.
Even though just recently there was a guy who ran up on that church and blasted a bunch of people, a MAGA guy, he hasn't covered it. Will he ever talk about any of these topics that plague certain communities? No. Now, you might say, but asymmetry is not necessarily a bad thing. And I agree. Sometimes you might have an asymmetry in the kind of things you make because you have more proximity to something. Fair. Do you do so in a nuanced way? Other communities have this, that. No, you don't contextualize it. You just be like, they're bad, they're bad, they're bad. And then let's go to your audience. Why are they there? Why do you have so many people being like, fuck yeah, Stevie, you're based? Stevie tried one time. Stevie made a video about Nick Fuentes talking crazy about black folks.
So I guess Nick Fuentes, he's on another racist tangent. But with that, I'm in agreement with a lot of things that he said.
For him to say Nick Fuentes went on the racist tangent, but I actually agree with everything that I said. I ain't gonna lie, that does look crazy.
Outside of the generalization of black folk, because your boy got some ghetto fatigue.
That video is one of his most disliked videos.
Chat, 400 people are currently watching. Oh my God. Damn.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Yo, 409 people. That is actually fucking insane. Shout out to you guys, man. I really do appreciate it. This is, fun fact, this is the most people that I've ever had in a live stream ever before. I think my max was like over 300, but I've never hit 400. This is insane.
Mm-hmm. And he hasn't talked about the criticism he got in that video. He hasn't talked about the backlash. He didn't make a follow-up on that one. His audience was shitting on him en masse. Why? Because they're like, yo, Nick Fuentes is based. He's right about what he's saying. You don't have to believe me. Go look at Night Talk channel and see the kind of content he produces. And then you come tell me why people might think you a sellout. Maybe they don't want you to manufacture a narrative that only the black...
Hold up. Star Fox, that was a weird ass comment, bro. Don't get too discouraged when ABBA doesn't pull up like he did on Logic Stream. You're still a good content creator, just not as good as Logic's. First off, don't you ever say some weird shit like that again. First off, I don't even like, hold on, let me main screen this. Let me stop this. I don't even like when people put my homeboys like against, like, I don't like when people put my friends like against me. Like, we're both content creators. We both want to see each other win. And yes, I was super fucking happy to see Logic's win, bro. And I was so happy to see ABBA was in his fucking stream. I was so happy. But I don't need anybody to come into my stream to like validate whether I'm a good content creator or not. Like, what are you talking about? And keep in mind, I think Logix is a great content creator. I tell this nigga all the time, Logix can vouch. I talk to him all the time. I tell him, yo, keep posting. Your commentary is dope, yada yada. And that's also one of the things that I'm excited about, and one of the things that I am very happy about as well, because Logix, Random University, and now Jew Almighty, I made 3 like solid friends out of doing this shit, bro. And no matter what the fuck happens, I am going to be ecstatic. No, like, whether they get a random 10 million subscribers and I stay the same. It really doesn't matter. As long as one of us wins, I could give a fuck. So don't ever say some weird shit like that ever again. That was just odd. Shout out to Cass for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. Stevie tried to debate shit without looking bad, but there's no way he will look good defending all this shit when he started arguing. When did Charlie said he was a Christian? He showed he is not smart. I couldn't agree more. You said y'all don't do banter over there. To be fair, nigga, I don't know you. I don't know you. For you, so I've never seen you a day before in my life. So for you to come in my stream and be like, hey brother, don't be mad that Abba ain't coming your stream. I'm not asking for Abba to come in my stream. Like, damn.
Community seems to have problems because that's all you ever talk about. That's something that's always interesting to me is like black conservatives will often get very defensive when they get called out on stuff. But it's like, sometimes it's not about what you say. It's about what you don't say. It's a lack of fairness. Imagine being in a family, you and your siblings all cause problems, and your parent only comes after you to scold you. At some point, you'd be like, shit, I know I'm fucking up, but like, bro,
what
is fucking up too. He might lie now. He might say, oh, disproportionate. Like, yo, there's some crimes that even when you go proportionate, white people commit more. If you want to look at political violence, which you seem to care so much about since you made 20 videos on your daddy Kirk, that's almost exclusively white men. But if I'm wrong, Stevie, prove it. Why don't you spend the next year covering the other stuff? Let's see how well your channel going through. Let's see them dislikes. Let's see how your audience that you think are there for you and not because you're a bootlicker, let's see how long they last. And if I'm wrong, you know what up, Stevie? I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll give you 50 grand. If you spend a year doing that kind of content, because there's evil, right? It's about evil.
It should be a good versus evil thing.
It seemed like the evil only happens, the evil only matters when it happens within the black community. That's the only time that it matters, right?
I'll put 50 grand in escrow and I'll watch. And you show me the analytics. You show me the audience you cultivated. I don't want to talk about feelings. I want to see facts.
The thing that happened is that you probably just found the reason why he's fan sitting, because he doesn't want to necessarily upset the black, and he also doesn't necessarily want to upset the whites. So he's like, man, me no say, bro, I don't.
Shout out to Christian Fields for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you so much. Check this video comments I super chatted, huh? What do you mean?
What you think? That's what it is. And now he's getting the flag, and he's saying that it's really black people shitting on him. But I've seen in the comments, it's not just black people.
Absolutely,
it's people that even agree with Kirk. It's even people that agree with Kirk who's like, yo, I agree with Kirk, but you're crazy on that debate. Because no matter what side you are, yo, not caring about kids is evil. And you should receive whatever you're supposed to receive because you're evil, right? Anyways, your words. Never mind.
Every motherfucker engaged.
God damn. Shout out to Rodney Thompson for the $20 super chat. Jesus. And shout out to I Don't Play Games for the $5 super chat. Damn. Rodney says Stevie won't take Abba bet. Oh, he won't take Abba's bet because he knows his channel will die. You're not wrong. Abba is right. The Hodge twins skips over YouTube crimes. They actually get roasted. When Charlie Kirk got put on a shirt. Appreciate you guys.
Asian evil could burn.
It is war because ain't no talking to them. Ain't nothing you say to them. They need to be controlled. They need to be fucking exiled, decapitated, whatever your cup of tea is, bro. There's no talking, bro.
It's like you are the extremist. You don't see yourself that way because everyone thinks they're the good and moral one. And Stevie thinks this is personal. Oh, Abba hates. It's not that I hate you. I don't give a fuck about you. But we as content creators have influence. And I'm just so sick of content creators and all this like, yo, get your money, bro. Get your bag. Yeah, you know what? I'd probably make a couple extra meals just grifting too. I think it's okay to have higher standards of people who make this kind of money. But maybe I'm just virtue signaling. Moral high ground. I don't even know how it's moral high ground. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas grew up on. I grew up on like superhero shows and like basically shit like Great Responsibility. Is that moral high ground? Was Uncle Ben?
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Is Uncle Ben moral high ground?
Appreciate you, Masha.
I have a moral high ground. Why? Because I think a kid who don't have a meal should have a lunch. Oh, you just appeal to emotion. Y'all realize that
you should have emotion. You should. A world without emotion. You want this shit to become fucking iRobot? Why does everybody have to fucking be stoic? I don't understand. You should fucking have emotion. If you had emotion, you would want to help more people. Like, no, well, for real, I don't want no government involvement because I'm a fucking capitalist. Dumbest shit I've ever heard before in my fucking life. We're talking about kids, children.
Jesus existed today and met some of these people in the comment
That's
section.
hilarious,
He'd be
Nicole.
like, let the children first be fed. They need not go away. You give them something to eat. Appeal to emotions. You're just trying to manipulate us into paying for welfare. No, I'm saying that children first should be fed. Why are you, as one of my followers, disagreeing with that? Stop taking me out of context. You're manufacturing a narrative. And I could care less. I could care less. I could care less. And also, the audience, you guys should demand more. This
Yes.
whole, like, yo, get your buddy, bro. Get your bag. When he's advocating for shit that harms so many people.
That's against you and that's harms people.
Yeah, you know, oh yeah, get your bag. I hate the fact that now as a society, all we worship is money.
Yes.
I know. There you go. That's my little rant.
That's a good rant. It's a good rant.
Oh, that's cap.
That's cap? Did you Google it? Did you Google it?
I don't need to Google. Somebody Google it in the chat.
Google. Facts?
No, I don't have to do that. I just know. Oh, okay. You think you know everything. When people just know and they don't have to Google, they don't have to check the facts, guess what? There's no talking to them.
Oh,
They don't have to check the facts. Oh, I know.
Good fucking point. That is a great point, and I concur. There's no talking to those people because if you do not want to look up facts, then why the fuck are we having a debate? Why the fuck are we having a discussion?
How? I just know. How am I going to debate that?
Wow.
How am I going to go against, how am I going to talk to you with common sense like, oh yeah, look at this fact, look at this fact. I'm not looking, and I'm presenting you the facts.
But people are going to believe what they want to believe. People are going to hear what they want to hear. Once people have it made up in their mind of how you are, how whomever is, there's nothing you can tell them or show them to make them feel otherwise. One of the most difficult things to do is to change somebody's mind on anything, right? Even if you give them facts. Give them facts to change their mind, bro. But them facts ain't facting because I feel strongly about whatever this is, right? Which also is an indication of stupidity, right? Low intelligence, where you are given information that contradicts your information, which should make you feel differently, man. But when you so emotionally attached to this, regardless of what anybody says, it don't matter.
Wow.
Isn't Stevie describing himself?
Yeah.
What did me, Logix, Random, Jew, we all fucking said this shit, bro. He is literally talking about himself, but he's too stupid to understand that the man is literally describing himself. We all said the same thing. He is talking about himself. And it's weird because I know I'm gonna have some people in the comments basically say, oh, you just an Abba and preach nut right. No, nigga, I just have common sense. That's it.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't even need to look up the stuff.
Golly, bro. Okay. Hold up. So that was Abba's video. Nothing, in my opinion, even though Stevie absolutely, Logix, you were right, he got ethered. Even though I think Abba absolutely bodied him, I didn't even think that was the worst that Abba could do. I really don't. I feel like that was some fucking light work, bro. Like, it really was. I did not think that was that bad. So, the next video that we are going to get into is Stevie's video, and it is entitled, Abba is Still Talking About Me, which, I find very interesting because you decided to respond to Abba and say that he wasn't shit. Oh, shout out to Scally Reezy again for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Stevie, facts over feelings. Also, Stevie, I don't need to Google it. Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't even get that. There is nothing wrong with not knowing something or like doing your best to research something. Don't you want to make sure that you're correct? Don't you want to make sure that you don't sound like a fucking jackass? Don't you want to make sure that you don't sound fucking stupid? Somebody said it in the chat earlier. Oh, now it comes through. Somebody said in the chat earlier, Stevie is cosplaying as a smart person. But goddamn, 509 people in the goddamn live, man. Woo! Yo!
This is culturally inappropriate.
This is crazy. Hey, I got to take a picture of this because I don't know when this shit gonna happen again. Let me take a picture of this. This is wild. I know some people will say, well, act like you've been here. Man, fuck no. I appreciate y'all. I'm happy as hell. Y'all are dope, man. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. All right. Let's get into Stevie's video. I cannot wait. This is 37 minutes long. So make sure y'all got y'all drinks. Make sure y'all got y'all popcorn, your cocaine, you know, some weed, some Mary Jane, booger sugar, whatever. All right? Get what you need to get because we're going to be here for a little bit because I know I'm about to be triggered by this shit. Somebody said Watts-a-thon. Oh, boy.
I was a bitch.
Out the gate. Abba's a bitch. That's a lot of emotion being shown there, don't you think? That's a whole lot of emotion. God damn. We just started.
Plain simple, bro. He's a bitch.
Wow. Out the gate. For fuck's sakes. Okay, guys, I'm actually going to turn up the desktop audio because somebody needs to tell Stevie to turn his fucking audio up. Nobody can hear you, bro. Is that good, guys?
Abba has dropped another video on your boy.
You said speed. I hate speeding shit up, man. I mean, I could. Let's see here.
Titled Stevie Knight called us out, got exposed instead, bro. Let me preface this by saying that I already know Peeps' minds is made up about me, especially Abba and them. And it's
okay, Chad is saying don't speed it up. All right, look, I got y'all. I'm here with y'all, man.
Of his minions or whatnot, bro. It don't matter what I say or what I can show y'all, whatever y'all minds is made up.
Chat, is he loud enough? Is he loud enough?
Cool. Before I even tap in to see what Abba has concocted here this time, man, let y'all know, bro. Like, you know.
Goddamn Scally again, you goddamn scallywag. I appreciate you, brother. Stevie about to say words that make no sense again.
I fucked with Abba before. I mean, not personally. Not personally. I ain't know him like that. You know, we chopped it up a few times directly on Instagram or whatnot, man. But nothing like, you know, worth note. You know what I'm saying? But I had enough rapport with him to reach out to him, see if he wanted to discuss the whole.
You said too loud. I got you.
Kirk situation, man. You know what I mean? I knew his perspective was opposite mine. You know what I mean? And I figured we was two commonsensical, reasonable individual that would be able to participate in the debate,
logics, right?
And make it productive and, you know, thought-provoking for those watching it, man. And I thought the interview or conversation, debate went smoothly, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't have no qualms or quarrels with it at all, bro. So I was there.
I mean, it did. It went fine. It went fine. But you had an issue with Abba's follow-up video, which he always does. He always does those follow-up videos after debate. I already said this before. I'm regurgitating what I said. He just followed up. And honestly, it pissed me off because you didn't react to the entire thing. Abba, not only, of course, he had some criticisms for you, but he also had a lot of criticisms for himself. He also said that he could have done better in the debate. So I just feel like, and you came back, keep in mind, you came back, you made a video, and you started fucking name calling. You said Abba won't shit, and you said he was disingenuous. You said he took you out of context. Like, that is a lot of accusations, bro. Let me see. Shout out to Christian Fields for the $2 super chat. Stevie poked a live bear, calling that man a B. Yeah, basically.
Definitely surprised seeing that he dropped a video in response to the debate, you know, which highlighted me in a certain way. After watching that video, I reached out to Abba directly because I'm not with this messy shit, dog. I swear I'm not. Yeah, I mean,
Chat, please, y'all let me know. Am I tripping? Was he not the one to call Abba names essentially and put these labels on him, calling him disingenuous and all this other shit? And he said he wasn't shit. If you say I'm not shit and you say I am purposely taking you out of context, okay, cool. At that point, you gave me the green light to say whatever the fuck I want to say. You gave me the green light.
and this is good for business regardless, dog. Regardless of how I'm perceived or how I'm looking, bro. It is good for business. He give me views or whatnot, despite where his views coming from.
Somebody said too low, Watts. Is Stevie still too low or am I too low? Let me know before I continue. Or are we good? It's low? Okay. Damn. Both are fine. All right. Shout out to Rodney Thompson for the $4.99. Appreciate you, brother. Rodney said 37 minutes of Stevie hook on phonics ad. We're going to need subtitles. Yes, Stevie started name calling. Appreciate you, brother.
Still views. And people that know me enough, rock with me, they know what type of time I'm on, dog. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about any narratives and manufactured narratives from Abba, dog. You can follow me enough. You know what type of time I'm on. I ain't got.
But what? Please, and y'all, please let me know. What's up, Larry? Yo, y'all, please let me know. Please let me know what narratives did Abba manufacture? Please let me know. I'm genuinely curious.
Shit to prove to nobody, dog. But, you know, I still need to provide my perspective. You know what I mean? But with that, reached out to Abba after I peeped the video of him highlighting me a certain way. He didn't respond. So I dropped my response video, man, and gave my perspective. I thought his video was disingenuous. I thought it was fake, given what we discussed in our debate. And then we're here now, man.
What's up, Way?
Before I dive into this,
TJ.
bro, just gonna show y'all the numerous opportunities.
Man, I love y'all, man. This is insane. Shout out to Kaz for the $5 super chat. Everybody knows Abba is the king of Patty, and he will react to his videos. Why is Stevie acting butthurt? I have no idea. I have no clue. It's just these type of guys, they want to present themselves as like very manly and very like stoic, but they are so sensitive. Let me just say that. They are extremely sensitive and they're very soft, marshmallow soft.
Opportunities. Numerous times I tried to holler at bro, dog.
What's up, Ja?
You know what I mean? Because real shit, dog. There's nothing here. Maybe it is to y'all. There's nothing here enough for me to be giving this amount of energy to, man. But
nigga, you making a video. What are you talking about? You making a video about it. How can you say, man, there ain't enough energy for me, man, to be talking about this and for me to be making a video, even though I'm making a video right now. There ain't enough energy. You're literally talking about it right now.
Abba is swarming to it like flies on shit. It has me perplexed, bro.
What are you talking about? Y'all have been going. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Abba dropped. Okay, so the debate happened. Abba dropped his video. You dropped your video. Abba dropped another video. And you just dropped your video. You guys literally have been going back and forth. The way this man is talking right now, you would think Abba has been talking about this for, like, repeatedly. Like, what are you talking about? He has not made hundreds of and thousands of videos talking about Stevie Knight. It's only been a couple, and it's because you responded. Shout out to Cam for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Cam said, when someone... Hold on, my bad. God damn it. Why is that doing that? Stop it. I'm trying to read it. When someone tells me the sky is blue, all I'm going to say is that's cap, like Stevie does to every fact.
I like no popping, crazy, viral-ass YouTuber to get views off of, bro. I mean, I don't know if this is just his MO to get views or stir the pot.
That, Michael, that is a funny question. He asked, would you rather debate Stevie or a flat earther? I learned that there's no talking to flat earthers. There's no talking to them. I would not be able to debate a flat earther. I would debate Stevie 1,000 times over.
Dog, I don't know Abba enough to give a fuck about it. I could care less about what he says or what y'all think, but you know, I'm not gonna just let whatever he about to say slide. Watch his video,
Oh
dog.
my
But look,
gosh. 612 people currently watching, yo. Whoa.
This is culturally inappropriate.
I cannot thank you guys enough, man. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, for real. I mean, I could care less, you know, it's only 612 people in here. I could care less, you know, you feel me? It's just my name's Stevie Knight, and you know, I don't like to Google shit, and I'm always, you know, wearing tank tops and shit, and I could care less. Shout out to Jess for the $2 super chat. If you could care less, please do so, my guy. I beg. Exactly.
I'll holler at bro plenty of times, bro. I'm gonna show y'all what.
Shout out to Prolific Beauty for the $5 super chat. He said he doesn't give that amount of energy, but spends this entire video giving all of the emotions and energy. A lot of feminine energy. Hey, you said it. I didn't, but I agree. He started the video, man. I'm a bitch. Like, goddamn.
Type of individual this is, which was eye-opening to me. Thursday at 5 o'clock, this yo right here, that was the yo I sent him after I peeped this video. All right, got no response. Following day, I posted my response video to his, and then he hits me up Saturday. Your own comment section is roasting you for how goofy you are, and you notice that none of the new fans you're bootlicking for are defending you. You know, mind you, during our conversation, wasn't no slander, I mean, even up here, bro.
You said the man was disingenuous. You said he was moving the goalpost. You said he ain't shit. If you say all that shit to me, chat, if people said that stuff to you, you got the green light, right? You absolutely have the green light.
Like, we've been cool. I'm not gonna let y'all see that, man. But, you know, wasn't no name calling or none of that, bro. He wasn't.
You started the name calling. You started it.
Calling me no types of bootlicker coon. What is that? Bootlicker coon, Uncle Tom, whatever the fuck. Right. And honestly, I was confused when I saw him call me a bootlicker. I'm like, what was it that we discussed during our conversation that?
Shout out to Jess for another $2 super chat. Please track how dead inside he looks over time. He looks dead inside because he doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about at this point. I swear.
Would make you call me a bootlicker. But mind you, prior to this, Abba ain't had no type of this negative energy towards me, bruh. And you know, you find me apart in my response video when I was disrespectful to him, bro. I called him disingenuous. I said he manufactured narratives. But anyway.
And you said he wasn't shit.
Your own comment section is roasting you for how goofy you are, and you notice that none of the new fans you're bootlicking for are defending you. You're going to try to call me fake when you launched a video out of nowhere calling me a liar.
I forgot he called him fake.
And someone manufacturing narratives. Did I whine then about how dirty the social media world is? No. Now when I do a follow-up video, which I said I was going to do, you want to bitch online. Maybe if you had gotten those school lunches when you were a kid, you had...
Oh my gosh, bro. Leave this man alone. Oh my
God damn.
Leave him alone.
You would have had the energy to learn to speak and think beyond the third grade level. Good luck with your right-wing conservative grift. We all know what's coming since you made 20 times more videos about your daddy Kirk than you did any other shooting of innocent black people.
What did I say? I said the same goddamn shit. That's the problem. What did I say?
It's very telling of who Abba is, and I didn't know.
How?
Abba was like this. Clearly, y'all know. Abba's fans or Abba's followers know he's like this, man. And when I read that, it surprised me because I didn't think that Abba was the ops. He's labeling me a bootlicker.
Hold on. Time out. Am I getting... And I do not like saying this. because I feel like the term has been bastardized at this point. Am I getting gaslit? Am I getting gaslit? Because he's acting like he said nothing to ABBA. Like he was just a perfect angel, and this response was not warranted. This energy was not warranted. Am I getting gaslit, guys? What the fuck? I'm genuinely confused. Hold up real quick before I continue. Shout out to Belly B for the $4.99 super chat. Everything he says and does is disingenuous, from how low he speaks on the mic to all that twitching in the face he does when he's about to tell a lie. Bro, why and I said this, nigga, look, why are you blinking so goddamn hard? Stop blinking so hard. You see me blinking? It's normal. You don't have to blink. Stop blinking so goddamn hard. Shit. Shout out to Track Guy. What's up, Track? He said, "Oh, be nicer to Stevie. He's a victim." Nah, bro. No, this man is truly gaslighting us, and it's insane. He's acting like he's an angel. Wait, time out, ladies. All the ladies in the chat, please. All the ladies in the chat, let me know. Is this what it feels like when you know a nigga is cheating and you have the evidence and you showing him the evidence, but he's still like, man, no, I ain't cheating. What are you talking about? You manufacturing narratives at this point. I ain't cheat. I was with Phil. What are you talking about? I ain't cheat. Is this what it feels like? Is this what it feels like? And then when he finally admits it, he says some dumb shit like, man, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. This is what I'm talking about. See, you won't even give me a chance. I slipped and it fell in. That ain't never happened to you? They ain't never happened to you? You ain't never tripped and fall in it? You ain't never trip and fall in it. See, bro, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what the fuck I be talking about. So, man. So that's what it feel like. That's what it feel like. God damn. Okay, now I understand. My bad. Hey. I just feel so gaslit. Just, you know what? Think about it this way. Think about it this way. This is like somebody looking you dead in the fucking face and telling you that Myron Gaines is straight. Shout out to Prolific Beauty for the $5 super chat. He blinks that hard when he's thinking. It looks like it hurts. It does look like it hurts. But no, think about it. This is exactly like if somebody would look at you like just with a straight face and be like, what? No, Myron Gaines is straight. He's straight. What are you talking about? Even though pictures like this exist. You still gonna tell me this? You gonna tell me he's straight? You gonna tell me he's straight with shit like this? Huh? You gonna tell me he's straight though? This is what it feels like to get gaslit. This is exactly what it feels like. What the fuck are you gonna tell me next? What you gonna say, Walter can read? You gonna tell me Walter can read? That's what you gonna tell me next? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
And saying that I am doing a right-wing grift because of my daddy Kirk, dog. That's a problem, man. It couldn't be the furthest from the truth. First of all, this is definitely not my first time providing, I guess, more conservative talking points on my videos on my Night Talk channel. Where if you've been rocking me long enough, you know that's the fucking case. It couldn't be that I just felt for a man who was assassinated for speaking truth. It has to.
What the fuck is you talking about? Truth? What truth? What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know how many videos there are of just debunking Charlie Kirk and everything that he fucking said? Like that fucking lie that black people commit the most crimes per capita. That is a blatant lie. It's been debunked thousands of times. But people like Stevie want to keep lying about it. Do you know why he wants to keep backing it up? and keep lying because this is a right-wing grift. This is a grift. And whatever his daddy Kirk says, he's going to listen to it. And oh yeah, I forgot. The nigga don't Google. The nigga don't Google. I forgot. That's why I forgot. Why would he need to Google? He already know. I'm sorry. Shit.
Always has to do with color. We got to put color on everything, bro. And this was surprising.
How many we're never getting through this video. We just aren't. How many times did we see him talk about black people in his videos? And Alba was giving those examples. It was literally black everything. Black people do this. Black people do that. It was throughout your entire YouTube channel, bro.
Listen, I didn't know Abba was like this, bro. I did not know Abba was like this. And had I known Abba was like this, I wouldn't have even had that conversation with him, bro, because he's one of the main people I be describing when I say there's no talking to them. There's no talking to someone like this who's going to assume that since I'm black, the only reason why I am covering Kirk is because he's white.
Who's being disingenuous now? Who's being disingenuous now? Because that's not what the fuck Abba said. That's not what he said at all. Who's being disingenuous now? When did Abba say you feel sorry for Charlie Kirk because he's white? Abba did not say that. You're putting words in his mouth. He is calling out your grift. He's calling out your grift.
And I'm going to get white views from it. If I pulled up how many followers I have lost in general because of my take on Kirk, it wouldn't make any sense, bro. I'd be working against myself. Yeah, I mean, like me covering Kirk has served to my detriment financially, bro.
Shout out to Abundance for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you so much. His woman is white. He has to say this stuff. I appreciate you.
But I stand on what I stand on. It don't matter if Kirk was maroon, purple, blue, whatever the fuck, bro. He's an individual out here using his right to free speech. An individual was so bothered by it that they took his life. But since I'm black, I have to be selling out. It's the whole fucking problem, dog. And as far as him saying you're going to try to call me fake when you launched a video out of nowhere calling me a liar and someone manufacturing narratives. You saw the debate. I told him that I still believe he manufactured narratives. Do you feel like you manufactured a narrative on Kirk by showing those clippets, those snips of him in your video?
Yeah, okay, we can address that because I did have that in my notes as well. I think around like the 20-minute mark, you said I took him out of context, right?
Not even take him out of context. You put your context on it because if you let it play, I put the additional clips on it to give it more context.
So just for the viewer, there's a clip that we played, maybe of 15 seconds of Kirk on a Jubilee panel. He's talking to somebody. This is a panel about Christians versus...
Shout out to Pretty with Purpose 82 for the $2 super chat. I believe he's purposely obtuse. I agree.
Versus, or is it right wingers versus lefties? I don't remember.
I don't know, but it was about abortion.
Okay, so keep in mind, whenever Stevie posts full context, it literally has nothing to do with anything. It usually ends up backfiring. I'm willing to see if it backfires again here. Oh wait. Logic said this section is padding. He just plays this as if it means anything.
It's about abortion.
Well,
right?
that one, you put 3 videos.
You mother. God, you motherfucker. Oh, you sneaky bitch. You sneaky. So he doesn't have much to say, and he knows that his position is fucking stupid. He knows everything that he's saying is stupid right now. So, this is all padding. And wait, Logics, I wonder how long this shit goes on for. Because this shit is 37 minutes. He talking about the full context. What does the full context matter when Abba Dog walked you in the debate? What does that even matter? What does that even matter? Golly. He said, watch about to... I'm already there. All right? I'm already there.
And Kirk is a...
I know you telling me to skip it, but at the same time, I I want to react to the entire thing just so that I know. I mean, I believe you, Logix, but I want to react to the entire thing just so that I can say I watched this in its entirety. I do not want to give anybody a reason to say, oh, well, you didn't react to the entire thing, you know, that you didn't react to it. You didn't react to it. You missed the entire context. I don't want anybody to even say that even once.
You know, a very Christian, self-proclaimed Christian, you know, everybody knows this about him. So in that clip, the woman is asking him a hypothetical where he says, if your 10-year-old daughter was raped, okay, would you force her to keep the child? Is that a fair assessment of the clip?
Yeah.
And then Kirk says yes.
The baby will have the baby, or my girl will have the child.
Okay, and then you said that we were kind of dishonest with how we did that we clipped him out of context, and then we put our own context, right?
No, I'm not saying you put your own context. You didn't put the entire context.
Keep in mind, he did say that they put their own context on it. He literally just said it.
Like you said, you led into it by saying, you said, I think I'm not gonna speak. I'm gonna recite you verbatim, but it was essentially, you know, I think that Kirk has said some disgusting things as well, and then you played these 3 videos.
I played that clip. Yeah, so let's just talk about the first clip, because I remember you taking that first clip and being really shocked. I think. Let me just see here. So I did have that in my notes here.
That's so funny. That man was drinking out of that can the entire debate. There wasn't shit in there, Stevie. It was nothing in there. You drinking nothing. Okay? You tried to come up with some thoughts, but nothing is in there. It's gone, Stevie. There's nothing in there. When a motherfucker go all the way back, like went down the wrong way. I still had some in there. I still had some in there. I need to stop method acting. I need to stop method acting. Oh, God. Woo. Went down the wrong way. Forget I said anything. Forget I said it.
Oh, yeah, you said that. You said that was really surprising that you were shocked coming from me. You called me the king of receipts.
Yeah.
But yes.
That's real shit, because I rely, but I know when you giving somebody shit, you gonna have to prove the point.
So how do you feel I took that clip out of context?
Shout out to Resolve. Appreciate you.
Because when I see that, it's trying to paint Kirk as a monster because he's going to force his 10-year-old daughter to have a child.
Right.
Again, yes. That is monstrous. Yes. I don't give a fuck. Him being a Christian does not add context to that. No matter what religion that you are a part of, that doesn't matter. You making a 10-year-old have a child is insane. That is crazy. Do you know how hard childbirth is on a woman's body? They go through a lot, man. They go through a lot, and I feel like a lot of men do not even understand the half of it. It's not easy to birth a child, and you want a 10-year-old to go through that? Not only did they get raped, but they are also birthing it. Like, god damn, man. Yes, he's a fucking monster. I don't care what religion you belong to, okay? All right? Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, Crips, Bloods, that's terrible.
But as somebody who's anti-abortion,
great, my bad,
his stance, he will force his daughter to have the child because he feels as though life is precious or whatever it is, and you know, he sees.
Shout out to Resolve for the $5 super chat. Abba and Preach has never changed. They have moral lines they will not cross. Also, they have fostered a community that are more critical thinkers. I agree. Appreciate you, Resolve.
The fetus has a life, so he's like, my daughter will have that baby. That's his take.
Yeah, but if you let the rest of the video play, I mean, it's subjective. Everybody's going to feel differently watching that. But if you just have that short video, it makes it seem like he's a monster. I don't care. Anti-abortion. She having a baby. You know, it could be for anything, because my way or the highway or whatever the case may be, bro. Everybody's not informed on Kirk and his reasonings why. And if I think that you let the video play and gives you his reasonings why, people would understand it. They may not agree with it, but they'll understand it, and they'll take a blow.
No. I don't understand you making a 10-year-old have a baby.
away from how they're initially feeling about him being a monster.
Well, they'll see him still as a monster because no matter how much you explain it from a religious
But
standpoint,
that's your opinion though, because I don't see him as a monster.
But that was my whole point. But do you remember what the greater point of that whole section was? That section was about the fact that some people view him as a monster, including me. I don't like the guy. I didn't think his politics were good. That's my personal opinion. I think I'm free to say that. And I played clips that, to me, showcase his stances on things that I just don't agree with and I think are disgusting. Forcing your 10-year-old daughter to have a baby, okay, that after she was great, okay? You could say it's great for religious reasons. You could give whatever justification you want. There's nothing in there that took him out of context.
It is, because if you having that short snippet, people are not going to know why he's doing it. They're just going to know he's doing it. Right, but it was professional. It wasn't disrespectful. It was, this is what I think it is, and I still think it is, bro. But there wasn't no negative energy there. He didn't show me that he was pressed about it. And he definitely didn't tell me he was going to make a video essentially calling me out. I thought the conversation was cool, and then to watch a video of him talking crazy was
You caught, oh my gosh, he's gaslighting again. He's doing this shit again. He's doing it again. The sky isn't blue. It's fucking indigo. It's red. It's red. The rapture is coming. The rapture is Oh my God.
expected. None of that energy was in our conversation. But anyway, enjoy these easy short-term bucks selling out your own people. My response, I hit you up before I dropped the vid, but got no response from you. If you up to it, we can get back on camera or have a chat offline, because this ain't it. I'm not going to be doing the back and forth online stuff, so let me know. If not, it's cool. Appreciate the look. LOL, you're a clown. Called me a liar and manipulator multiple times before I said a word. Now you want to hop on the call. Man, carry on grifting.
Perfect response. Yeah, at this point, just like Stevie said, there's no talking. There's no talking. That was a fucking perfect response. Shout out to Nia Roman for the $2 super chat. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. That's funny.
Bro, sound like a female, don't he?
Who sounds like a female? Who sounds like a female? How did you start this video, Stevie? How did you start this video? Matter of fact, hold on. This is what I imagine. So this was your energy when you started this video. Abba a bitch. He a bitch. I cannot stand Abba a bitch. That's how you started the video. Mad feminine energy. You didn't come in with any critiques. You didn't start the video normally. You came in hot, bro. You said Abba a bitch. That's what you said. But he's feminine? Okay. Got you. All right. Okay. All right.
He sound like a female, bro. I showed my girl this shit, bro, and she was like, man, it sounds like it's a girl trying to break up with you.
He literally just made that shit up. What are you talking about? And she was just saying some dumb shit just to say some dumb shit. How does it sound like a fucking breakup? He was responding to your fuckery. You fucking asshat. I'm so confused. Shout out to Prolific Beauty for the $2 super chat. I told you. You did. I didn't listen. You right.
Oh, man. Okay, this is what I said. When did I call you a liar and manipulator?
What the fuck? What? Did he really forget? Chat, they ain't no way. This nigga got Alzheimer's. He has Alzheimer's. Oh my, hey, somebody call Stevie's white wife. Get his white wife on the phone and make sure she make an appointment for this nigga, because he's obviously forgetting things that he said. He's obviously forgetting.
And what are you referring to when saying before you said a word? And as I stated previously, I DM'd you before recording my response video, but got no response. I was confused when he said liar and manipulator, but he was just addressing how I called him like fake and
okay. So you just said it. So if you call me fake, does that not give me the green light to reciprocate some energy? Shout out to Scally Reezy again. God damn, bro, you going off tonight. Shit. Everybody put W Scally in the chat. This man going crazy. Stevie about to see this and say, you took me out of context. Also watch this, try not to crash out and break your new mic. As you can see, I'm being very careful. That's every time I feel a crash out moment happening, I step away. You see, I'm being very careful. God damn, shout out to Chad Harvey for the $10 super chat. Oh my gosh, thank you. How much you want to bet Stevie is going to collab with Fresh and Fit to diss ABBA? Oh, yes, it's going to happen eventually. For sure. It's going to happen.
Manufacturing a narrative, bro. You know what I mean? But like me saying liar and manipulator, those words didn't come out my mouth. Those are going to hit different, have a negative tone. I was careful with my words. Wanted to call it out, but not be.
Let me ask you guys a question, and this may vary. Would you guys rather be called fake or a liar? Honestly, I would rather you call me a liar than you call me fake. But that's just me. What would you guys rather be called? You calling somebody fake is worse than being called a liar. That's way worse. Yo, Blue Eagle, I'm not breaking the mic, bro, I promise. You said, okay, Tiger said both are equally as bad. Don't fake and liar mean the same thing? They could. I'd rather be called a liar. That's what I'm saying. You call me either one and it's up. That's what I'm saying. Okay. No, they aren't necessarily the same. Because, I mean, you don't necessarily have to lie in order to be fake. Like, I know a lot of fake people. I know a lot of people out here that exhibit fake behavior without lying to me, you know?
Aggressive and make someone feel some type of way doing it, bro. So I never called him a liar and manipulator. But now, you know, he said that I could.
You said he was moving the goalpost. You said he was disingenuous. Is being disingenuous? You calling somebody disingenuous? You saying somebody is being disingenuous? I could argue that's pretty similar as to calling somebody a liar. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but you still call them disingenuous. Shout out to Tatted what is your name? Paris? I do not know how to say that. Sorry. Hey, Watts, you need any more mods? I mod for server, reaction channels, Curtis King TVs. Okay. Yeah, sure. I honestly, Reaper S, got you. It's so hard, bro. I think I might need glasses. I think I genuinely might need glasses. But yeah, I mean, sure.
And understand how you put those together. Then he says, do you know what the words coming out your mouth even mean? In your video on us before we ever spoke, you said you intentionally edited the clip to take Kirk out of context, right? And you said you're just manufacturing a narrative. And he clearly did. He didn't agree that he manufactured a narrative because he said the whole world knows that Kirk is a Christian, so they're going to know why he doesn't support abortion. I disagree.
Stevie, if someone says, I'm anti-abortion, I'm a Christian, we know why you don't want an abortion.
In that clip you put, he didn't say he was Christian, though. He just said, she just gave an example, and he said, no, she can have a baby. He didn't say he was Christian.
This guy was all over the world, all over the news.
But you're making an assumption, though, bro. You're making an assumption.
I'm not making an assumption.
Everybody doesn't know Kirk, bro.
No, everybody who saw that clip of him getting murdered knew he was a political speaker who's Christian. There's not a person who didn't see that clip, who didn't see the news reports, who didn't know what he was.
That's absolutely cap, bro. That's cap. That's not true. That's not true. You can't speak for everybody in the world, dog. I know personally because I talk to people now that had no idea who the fuck Kirk was. Now they see him on his timeline going, and they don't know who the fuck he is. That's absolutely that's false, bro.
He has the very standard cookie cutter Christian view on it.
Regardless, you're making the assumption that people know, dog, and that's a dangerous game. You got to give them. You got to give them more.
That's not an assumption, boss. I'm sorry. Anybody who's following this knows you.
Also, yeah, anybody with a brain would know that Kirk is a Christian, okay? Most Christians, I'm sorry, most conservatives consider themselves to be very Christian. So, I mean, that should not be very surprising. Shout out to Resolve again. God damn for the $10 super chat. Shout out W Resolve in the chat. Thank you so much, brother. God damn. He said, I'd rather be called a liar and shit because you can lie for the right reasons. Exactly. Like to your wife telling her she was amazing when it was actually okay. Okay, that's wild. That's wild. That's why I wouldn't say something like that, but I understand what you mean. I appreciate you.
He's a Christian political speaker. I'm sorry, but I'm just not buying that.
The whole world knew about Kirk because Kirk got assassinated. And from which I still told him that I believe you're manufacturing a narrative. He disagreed. Right? But it was cool. Wasn't no animosity there, right? Anyway, he says, that's you saying I'm manipulating and being deceitful. LMAO, I don't even care that you said it, but for you to cry after we did our vid like you were betrayed, LMAO, bro, you might be one of the most bad faith, dumb people I've ever interacted with. It's just sad that you're doing this at the expense of your own people, kids, and anyone else for your grift. Make 10 more videos crying about Kirk now. Sorry your white zaddy dying changed your life.
God damn. God damn. Oh my gosh.
God damn.
Woo. Wow. Sheesh.
Yeah. This is who Abba is, bro. This is who Abba is, dog. Let y'all know. But y'all, I mean, Team Abba, y'all are gonna be yes, I love it. The racism, the white demon. Anybody out here sympathizing for a man assassinated like that is.
Abba and Preach also sympathize with the fact that Charlie Kirk was unalived. I sympathize with the fact that Charlie Kirk was unalived. But you don't see me making thousands of Charlie Kirk videos afterwards. No, I said it was unfortunate. Political violence is bad. That's it. You are now grifting.
The Uncle Tom. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I can hear it now, bro. This shit is fucked up. Anyway, my response, I got you. I misunderstood being that I never used the term liar or manipulator in that video. We also addressed this during our conversation. You disagreed that you...
Shout out to Belly B for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. He should have kept that letter to himself. He should have.
manufactured a narrative, and I disagreed with that. But regardless, wasn't no bad blood. Hell, wasn't no bad blood even after I did my response to your response. So all this extra emotion regarding the videos is surprising.
No, Negro. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You do not get to act like you are the one that's not showing any emotion and you're the one that's like not giving Abba any energy when you literally called this man fake. You called him fake. You said he was disingenuous. You said he was moving the goalpost. You don't get to do this. And now you want to act like, man, he feminine. He coming at me with this energy. I don't understand what this energy is coming from. Can you guys imagine slapping somebody in the fucking face and being confused that you got punched? Can you imagine?
Me, I don't know where all the animosity is coming from. Juice don't seem worth the squeeze. Something don't add up. But hey, you feel how you feel.
Wow.
Definitely been an eye-opening experience though. And here's his response. LOL, I didn't say liar or manipulator. I just accused you of deceptive behavior to manufacture narratives. You're getting animosity because you're a bad faith clown who can't even stand behind his own words. You want to talk crazy and pretend you didn't say anything. Weirdo, right? I wish he had let me know that he believed I was talking to him crazy, bro.
What the fuck? It's just wild because if the shoe was on the other foot, Stevie would be like, wow, Abba called me fake. That's crazy. If the shoe was on the other foot. Shout out to Resolve again for the $5 super chat. That was a typo. It was supposed to say food was okay. That was a typo. Okay. I got you. My bad.
It's like
also, I know that's not your fault, by the way. For some reason, when you got super chat, it's like autocorrect isn't a thing when you type in a super chat. So like, just know I completely understand. I appreciate y'all though.
We had the debate. I mean, I reached out to him after I dropped the video, right? So that just goes to show that I didn't think anything was wrong with my video. Everything was cool.
Wait, you reached out to him after you dropped the video. You didn't reach out to him before you dropped the video. You reached out to him afterwards. After you said all that shit about him. What? All right.
Honestly, he didn't have any energy if he felt so strongly about me
listening to this nigga,
calling him a liar and a manipulator, bro. Wasn't no negative energy there. But then when I see him drop a video with some negative energy, I'm the wrong one. I'm in the wrong because he didn't have the same energy during our debate, right? It was cool. Him getting mad about it now or saying something about it now, you should have said something about it before so we could both be on the same page. Like, he's had animosity.
Oh, you say he said he reached out after Abba's video. Got you. Okay, understood. My bad. I totally misunderstood what he said.
From jump, but it just was covering it up to set this whole plot up. He watched the video, felt some type of way, held it in. We had our debate, and then his plan was to do a response video to make me look crazy because he felt some type of way about the video I initially posted.
Stop. No one can make you look crazy but you. You made yourself look crazy. Even with the, quote, full context, you still look fucking stupid. You still look dumb. You look dumb. He's not making you look crazy. I'm so sick of this shit. You took me out of context, brother. Hey, man, you making me look stupid. You are making your fucking self look stupid. That's exactly what Abba said.
But he never told me he felt a way. Like, you feel a way, let a motherfucker know so we can address it. I did not know Abba moved like this. But you know, bro is excellent at portraying a image online. That's for sure. My response. This is Sunday now. Today's Thursday. This is Sunday. Nah, I'm not pretending anything, bro. Shit don't add up to me. You're clearly triggered and emotional over something I'm missing. And you clearly feel away because of my manufacturing a narrative statement, but we discussed this on camera and you didn't have this energy during our conversation.
You don't get to do this. You don't get to do this. Shout out to Prolific Beauty for the $5 super chat. He told him exactly how he felt via message before putting out the last video. Even use the same verbiage. How is he confused? He's confused because reading comprehension isn't his fucking thing, okay? Like Abba said, maybe he needed the school lunch. I don't know, but obviously reading comprehension is just not there. Thank you so much, Prolific. I appreciate you. Shout out to OM Shorty for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Stevie gotta stop using words he don't understand. Always using words out of context. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Oh, what? No, I don't want to do that.
Conversation. We simply agreed to disagree. You didn't have any negative energy at all from what I could see, but your tone changed in the response video to our conversation. In addition to painting me in a certain way, cherry picking videos to make your point and taking me out of context.
Wow.
As I stated in my response to yours, I believed your response to be very disingenuous and fake. I still didn't have any negative energy though. If that's how you want to get views, get your views. I still have no ill will now. It's not that serious. I just realized.
Shout out to Oni the Ghost for the $5 super chat. I guess he didn't regain them Sonic rings after getting knocked out from that boxing match. Apparently not. Appreciate you, brother. Oh my gosh. Shout out to REW for the $20 super chat. WRE in the comments. Please, please, please. Stevie sound like the professional victim he loves to claim all of us in the black community are. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And he's acting like, again, we're being gaslit here. I still feel like I'm being gaslit. Like this, I can only imagine. And I'm gonna have to go back and watch Logic's like reaction because if I'm this frustrated, I can't imagine how this nigga felt. I can't imagine. Thank you again, Ari.
there must be something else going on here or miscommunication in regards to this whole situation. And I'm doing my part to get to the bottom of it, but it is what it is, bro. But with that, I reached out to you on DMs the day before I posted, got no response, so I posted my perspective. All this could have been handled if you chopped with me after the debate, but hey, you do what you do.
So why the fuck didn't you call him after Abba made his recap video? Because you, instead of you responding to it, you easily could have called him and said, hey man, I felt a way about X, Y, and Z, and that could have been cleared up instantly. It could have been cleared up immediately. God damn. What the fuck? Oh. A $50 super chat. What the fuck, bro? Yo.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Shout out to Toxic J for the $50 super chat. He said Stevie J only doing these crash outs because his white audience keep pumping him up. No, you're absolutely right, but I can't wrap my head around the fact that you just gave me a $50 goddamn super chat, bro. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. Oh my god. And let me just say, 651 people are currently here. This is fucking insane. All these super chats y'all are giving me. I don't know if y'all saw my last video on Fresh and Fit, but do you want me to tap dance, boss? I tap dance for you. All these goddamn super chats y'all giving me. Yeah. I tap dance, boss. Oh fuck! Did I say Stevie J? My bad. It's a lot going on, Nicole. My bad. But $50 is wild. Oh my gosh.
All right, so
yeah, this is a lot.
We squared now. We had this whole conversation, right? And Abba post another video. So
we're doing another Stevie night.
Hide y'all money, y'all. The poor people.
Video, and I know that half of you are like,
I could care less. I could care less about
Stevie night. He has a titled video called "Damn, Is ABBA Fake?"
I cannot say that I saw this coming. Abba ain't no stranger to doing the extra. So
okay, so I'm gonna just summarize this first point, but I'll link the video below so you guys can go watch it. For those of you who didn't watch the debate, consider yourself lucky. Here's a recap.
I feel like it felt like I didn't feel like that. I feel like, do you feel like I feel like I could care less about why you feel the way you feel? I'm not a fucking machine.
Shout out to Turbo for the $5 super chat. Yo, man, as a white guy, you're on point with this situation. I was feeling some weird energy from Stevie when he started showing Tom McDonald, really McDonald love. I honestly see there's a lot of shit that I don't even know, bro. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Turbo. I appreciate you, dog. But see, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. And this is why people feel a way about Stevie. This is exactly why.
They need to be controlled. They need to be decapitated to feel heard. I feel like everybody's gonna feel differently. There is emotion.
I don't know, bro. I'm not. Yo, keep in mind. I have not been up on Stevie Night. I watched a few videos maybe before. I do not keep up on Stevie Night. I don't fucking know. I don't know. This is the most content of his that I have consumed.
Tied to it, bro. I'm a human being. Some children are born in fucked up circumstances, bro. It is what it is. So logically, it is what it is. Oh, that's cap.
That's cap? Did you Google it? Did you Google it?
I don't need to Google it. Somebody Google it in the chat.
I don't even need to look up the stat.
Every motherfucker engaged in evil could burn.
During our debate, there was a discussion about school food lunches, starvation.
Why does Stevie look like he just lost his best friend?
Food insecurity.
This was his MO, bro. This is his MO, dog. You know what I mean? Bro gonna put them edits together, put them compilations together, to paint a narrative, to manufacture a narrative, bro.
It's everything that you said. How does he not understand if you didn't say this, he would not have the ammo? You said this. How the fuck is he manufacturing a narrative? You said this dumb shit. He's just compiling all of the dumb shit that you said and mixing that bitch up and editing it. You said it. You said it.
But those
Stop
that
saying stupid
watch
shit.
the damn debate in its entirety, man, to summarize the debate in that manner with the I feel, bro, it's disingenuous, dog. It was a productive conversation. He's just in his feelings, bro. The irony, he's trying to make me seem like I feel. But Abba is in his feels.
Kirk, we're constantly making this point that like kids are not starving, so we don't need these free lunches in school. There's other ways for the kids to get food. Okay, and that's pretty much the general gist of it. I try to explain that like not everyone has good parents. Food stamps are not always accessible. 7-year-old can't apply for food stamps. Steve's like, listen, it's not a real problem. Kids are not emaciated, dying on the side of the street. And he harps on the fact that during the debate,
that was the miscommunication. We're talking past each other.
But you were not talking past each other. Abba actually said it in the debate. He said it in the debate. Maybe you should have rewatched the debate before you made your initial video. He said it. He did. He said it.
I saw the debate again, and because this whole conversation came from a snippet of Kirk that he provided to demonize Kirk when a kid in the audience asked him, "Are you against children getting free lunches?" Right, and then Kirk said, "Yes, because there's no children starving in America. There hasn't been a child dying of starvation."
No. Stop it, you fucking titty knuckle. I don't even know what that means. Stop it. Because Charlie Kirk did not say that. He said kids are not hungry. He said hungry. Charlie Kirk didn't even say starving. Stop. Why are you lying? Now you manufacturing a narrative. Why are you manufacturing a narrative, man? Huh? He not fucking say that. He didn't say that.
Past 10 years, and that's a spade, right? Children are not dying from starvation. So that was my point of view. And he was defending the point of, bad parenting. And I mean, you saw the interview. And like I said, it don't matter what I say at this point, bro. Like, people gonna feel how they feel, man. But I do know we were talking.
If people are going to feel how they feel, why are you making this then? Why are you making it? It doesn't make any sense. Shout out to Ashley for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. You are a real one, and I'm truly proud of you. I wish I had 8 kids you can Oh, Jesus. Ashley thinks she funny. Anyway, I love your content. I think that is a real inside joke. That's a real inside joke that a lot of people in the chat are not going to understand, but I appreciate you. That is so funny. Oh, man.
Past each other. He was talking about food instability. I was talking about.
Y'all are making my night, man. For real. I can't say it enough.
Literal starvation, because he went to the extent of trying to compare the starving issue in America to abortion. Like, how can Kirk be, pro-life, but then not want to feed kids? It's not even a fair comparison, man, because abortions, the children don't.
Oh, okay. So this Negro really is a professional gaslighter. He really is. Because again, this was an argument that he brought up. He said, well, what do you think is worse? Abortions in America or starving children? You said that dumb shit. You are a professional gaslighter. What is going on? Does he? Okay, at this point, I'm worried. I've seen my grandma get dementia. Okay, I've seen Alzheimer's patients. I've seen it all. I don't know how old Stevie Knight is, but I'm genuinely starting to get worried here. Okay, because there's no way that he doesn't remember that shit. It's either he genuinely doesn't remember or he's purposely being disingenuous. And there's no way. But I don't know. It's either that or he's slow. Y'all right. You guys are right.
Don't even have the ability to live, right? Those in America, kids in America, are actually living. You know, they're living and they're not dying from starvation. So, you know, it's not a fair comparison to me. You know what I mean? But I understand his point with, you know, bad parenting or whatnot. But, you know, the government.
Do you? Because you said shit happens. You said it is what it is. Shit happens.
It provides $144 billion worth of food to the hungry in some type of way. The money is out there. Anyway, let's continue.
Stevie himself was talking about starvation, like third world starvation, like kids, skinny bones, big belly, dying, you know?
Dog, this isn't fucking.
I could care less.
People, it's not a famish going on. People are not dying because.
No, they're not dying, but.
We currently have 676 people in here, guys. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Can we possibly make it to 700? Can we make it to 700?
I was talking about that. You were talking about a different problem that's less serious. And it's kind of disingenuous of you, Abba, to misrepresent me.
We can't be switching words out now, man. Food insecurity is entirely different than starving. That was the question posed in that debate with Kirk.
Seeing yourself being this low, that's a hard watch, brother. Like, because if I was him, and honestly, maybe Stevie is just being super disingenuous here, because he looked like he looking at himself and is like, damn, I'm fucking stupid. Shout out to Toxic J again for the $5 super chat. Abba should not respond anymore and just send Stevie some school lunches in the mail. I agree, but I don't know. At this point, is there any point in responding? You know, like the body is dead at this point. He's gone. Like, you beat the crap out of him. He's on the ground. All right, he already shit his pants. He's gone. So you're right. Maybe he shouldn't say anything. But thank you again, brother. And shout out to Belly B. He said this B don't have dementia. He wants to be right. I'm genuinely trying to give this man the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think I can.
Now, here's where I'll be accountable. Shouldn't have used the word starvation when I was talking to him. Even though us in colloquial terms, be like, yo, I'm starving today. I need to eat. In a discussion,
It ain't the same, bro. Hell.
What the fuck? Oh my gosh. What the fuck did he just say? What did he just say? He said, I shouldn't have said it that way. But like the colloquial, like he said, we colloquially will say that shit like, oh, I'm starving. And we do. We say that in America. People say that. Oh, I'm starving. What? He literally said he shouldn't have used the word. And you're like, it's not the same, dog. He didn't say it was. He said that he shouldn't have used the word. Even though people say things like, oh, I'm starving. He understands it's not the same thing, you fucking asshat. Shout out to Drew for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I don't think Stevie recognizes where he was wrong. Oh, fuck no, he doesn't. Fuck no.
Oh, no, dog. That was my whole point. But y'all want to gloss over that. That's my whole point, bro. If we're going to compare children being hungry to abortions, these children better be starving to death, on the verge of dying, if we're going to compare them to abortions. That's my whole point. He wanted to pull me into that
Never mind.
Conversation, man, but that is why I wasn't giving his conversation energy, because it wasn't a fair comparison to me. You know, being hungry and the different ways that can represent itself is an entirely different conversation. He wanted to harp on that, man, but we can't compare.
But he said it within the debate.
Compare that to, first of all, we can't compare that to abortion, and that is not starving. Just being hungry, your stomach growling, bro, that's not starving. That's hungry, right?
But he said food scarcity so many times in the debate. He said it so many times. You know what he was talking about. You know it.
That's hungry, but only in America we're going to equate you being hungry to actually starvation. It ain't the fucking same. This here, starvation is a severe and prolonged state of malnutrition that occurs when an organism does not consume enough food to meet its basic.
Oh, fuck, bro. Oh my gosh. Wow. This nigga got CTE. He has to. He has to. What is... Give me a better explanation. Please, give me a better explanation. He has to at this point. Help me out here. He's acting as if ABBA is still trying to argue that there are starving children in America. He has to. Stop manufacturing a narrative, Stevie. Stop manufacturing narratives. Stop doing that. Stop doing that shit. Oh my gosh. Wow. This nigga really got... Oh. Chat. He need to get checked. Oh my gosh. He needs to get checked. I am genuinely worried.
Energy and nutrient. It is characterized by, we don't suffer from this in America. That was my whole point.
In terms, that's my fault.
She also gave you
So are we just gonna gloss over the fact that ABBA said, yeah, that's my fault? Are we gonna gloss over that?
Of a 3 out of 10
for the debate performance.
Yes.
Yeah, I made a lot of.
Shout out to Dow for the $20 super chat. Good Lord.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Holy shit. $20 super chat. Dow says Stevie has a kink. He likes being beaten and humiliated in the public square. Stevie showed us how weak he is by not having his own thoughts. Also, big ups to you and Logic's bringing it in. Love supporting you guys. Hey, bro. And real quick, let me give a quick shout out to Dow, because when it comes, Dow is technologically savvy, right? I like to consider myself technologically savvy as well. But Dow will point out an issue so fast, but also give me a solution. So I appreciate you, Dow. I just wanted to say that really quick. Thank you, bro. And thank you so much, Marial. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. He needs an intervention. He really does. He does. Thank you.
What I don't like is this very bad faith interpretation on his behalf. When him and Kirk argue against school lunches, them talking about starvation, these programs were never implemented to stop famine. They were not put in place so that kids were about to die on the side of the street and like, hey, here's a little sandwich at lunchtime.
I can't wait to see what he says here, because this was such a great point.
They were put in place to combat malnutrition, because a lot of folks who didn't have access to food would show up, not eat, and their performance levels at school were bad. They couldn't pay attention. That's what the program's about. I personally think it's incredibly bad faith to come to a debate about a topic, about a policy, and argue against something that's never intended for. And throughout the debate with him too, I mentioned it. If you just Google it, it's like so many kids today here in America, look up the statistics, that have malnutrition, that have food scarcity, that have all these problems.
Listen to what he just said. Malnutrition and food scarcity. Listen to what he just said. Listen to what he said.
Stunts their growth. It fucks them up in terms of their academic success. If we were talking about kids dying on the side of the street, why the would I be talking about the fact that they won't get a good grade, and who cares? If we were talking about something that was terminal, I think I'd probably be like, how do we save these kids from dying?
I understand what you're trying to say. Correct. What I don't understand is why the f are we debating school lunches?
Sure.
Like you're trying to make a whole point about,
This is my thing. Like, we disagree. We can agree to disagree. All right. It's good for views. It's good for TV. It's good for people in the comments.
Yeah, that's why you making this video, because it's good for views.
Good for the bots. It's good for all the trolls or whatnot, man. But big picture, bro. This is why I'm so fucking confused. Like, what am I missing about this? What am I missing about
that? That's what I'm trying to figure. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What are you missing? Please tell us.
That ABBA needs to bring so much attention to this. These two need to bring so much attention to this debate that he and I had, bro. ABBA and Preach are at the top of commentary videos, bro.
Notice how he's not talking about the argument. Notice how he's not talking about anything ABBA just said. Stevie, we not stupid, bro. I see what you're doing. You want to be right so fucking bad, you cannot say, all right, I was wrong. You can't say it. And you know what? It takes a big person, and it takes an actual fucking man to admit that you are wrong about something. You are not a man, bro. You are not a man, in my opinion. Like, because even me, I can admit when I'm fucking wrong. It's not hard. I'm not knowledgeable of everything in the fucking world. It's very easy for me to say, my bad, I was wrong. It's easy. God damn. Shout out to REW again for the $5 super chat. Stevie, one of many commentators who should stop talking with no knowledge. I blame the Rogan sphere. Bunch of idiots with bad opinions. Yeah, that's true. Rogan be saying some stupid shit. Oh my gosh. Tania Roman with the $20 super chat. The children are still hungry. Food insecurity is one of the symptoms of starvation. It doesn't matter if it's starvation or not. The children are still going hungry. Children should not have to skip meals. Thank you. Thank you. And he cannot even, it's like he's not even trying to engage in that conversation because he knows he's wrong. He knows he's wrong. That's why he's filling this shit with a bunch of fluff. Oh, but shout out to Nia Roman and shout out to REW. I appreciate y'all, man. Jesus.
These motherfuckers rake in millions of views per video addressing all sorts of topics. Why is this one getting so much attention?
Because it's fucking stupid. Because it's actually stupid. Because that's why. It's actually fucking stupid. That's why it's getting so much attention. Because you are slow. And you made this situation worse. You could have had that conversation with ABBA. But you continue to make videos just trying to fucking be right. Instead of saying, okay, maybe I was wrong here. And it's crazy, right? Because when I get comments disagreeing with me, right, I engage with those comments. I talk to those people. I start to think, well, am I wrong? And if I am, how? I genuinely have these thoughts with myself all the fucking time. Like I'll throw these conversations to Logix as well, just so I can have another like mind to bounce off of. Like I'll text him and be like, bruh, am I tripping? And he'll let me know if I'm tripping or not. Shout out to Tania Roman. Oh, Tanya, sorry. I'm so sorry, Tanya. So sorry. It's pronounced Tanya, but it's okay. Still love you. I appreciate you. My bad. Guys, if I mispronounce any of your names, I apologize, all right? But thank you, Tanya.
What is it?
Shout out to Mixed Media for the $5 super chat. Stevie started this whole thing when he reacted to ABBA's video about Charlie Kirk. ABBA wasn't checking for him before this. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, bro.
About this, they got ABBA so captivated, like so tight, like so emotional, bro.
Just because we're not dealing with third world country problems, don't we solve them all the time? It's like saying, yo, we don't need to make our roads better because we don't have dirt roads like third world country.
Single child in America going hungry doesn't exist.
That's just not true.
Yep.
We have a child obesity problem. Doesn't exist.
That's just not true.
We have a child obesity problem, not a child.
What do you have to say about that? What do you have to say? Stop scratching your eyes. What do you have to say?
Child starvation problem in this country.
I don't understand this thing where it's like it has to be one or the other. You know, you could have.
When I hear Kirk say we don't have a child hunger problem, I think of starvation, malnutrition, your bodily function is being affected because of the lack of food. You know what I mean? But I get it. I get it, bro. We were talking about two different conversations. I'm gonna keep repeating myself. The only reason why I'm stuck on starvation is because of the abortion conversation.
I am so sorry. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. So at that point, whose fault is that? That's not on ABBA. That's on you, you fucking moron. That's on you. You said when I hear Kirk say, kids aren't going hungry. I hear starvation. That's on you, stupid. That is completely on you. Huh? So you oh my gosh.
You're
True.
We have a child obesity problem, not a child starvation problem in this country.
I don't understand this thing where it's like it has to be one or the other. You know, you could have.
when I hear Kirk say we don't have a child hunger problem.
Scally, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Sending you this to remind you not to crash out. Too fucking late, my brother. Too late.
I think of starvation, malnutrition, your bodily function is being affected because of the lack of food. You know what I mean? But I get it. I get it, bro. We were talking about two different conversations. I'm gonna keep repeating myself, dog.
That's your fault. That is your fault. That is your fault.
Reason why I'm stuck on starvation because the abortion comparison.
And again, that was also your fault. What is going on? How does this nigga still have fans? How does he still have people that agree with him?
And Kirk highlighting starvation. So it's starvation stuck to me. And then it's like, bruh, we could
Chat, please let me know. Please let me know in the chat. Is this him admitting that he was wrong? Is this his version of saying I was wrong? Shout out to Prolific Beauty again for the $2 super chat. He is being willingly obtuse. There's no way. That's what I'm saying. Like, is this his way of saying, oh, I was wrong? But we could have had a conversation about it. But what? All you had to say was, my bad. I thought Charlie Kirk was specifically talking about starvation. If you said that, I would have clapped for you. You know what makes a man, in my opinion? A man is somebody that can take accountability. And you are somebody that cannot fucking take accountability. You are not a man. You are a bitch, Stevie. I said it. You are a whole bitch. Not a half, a whole bitch.
talked about this. You know what I mean? We could have talked about this, dog. With anything for views, anything to stir the pot, anything to get the motherfuckers going. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, dog, but it's not how I fucking move. But I'm gonna defend myself. You know what I mean?
You're not doing a good job. You're not doing a good job at all. At all. Right now, you are getting beat the fuck up. You're on the ground and Abba is kicking your ribs and you aren't doing anything. You aren't even in the fetal position. You just letting this shit happen.
I'm gonna fucking defend myself, dog, but this shit ain't it, bro.
Night. Both of those things can all coexist like that.
Americans don't know what starving is. We don't know what starving is, man, but, you know, I see what he's doing here. He's playing semantics and moving the goalpost with this conversation, bro.
I love how you accuse me of playing semantics. He spent 13 minutes talking about starvation versus food insecurity and not getting enough meals.
That's comedy gold right there.
If you talk
He brought up food insecurity, bro.
Like that about kids not having access to food, is it any wonder why people think you guys are monsters?
Bro, here we go, bro. He taking me out of context again. See, I ain't shit.
How is that?
Every time someone...
Can you please, I hope he does. Can you please explain how that was Abba taking you out of context? Please explain.
It's too stupid to enunciate their own point. They always say I was taken out of context. No, you just don't know how to communicate. Maybe if you got a school lunch every time in the third grade, you'd be able to read, speak, and think past a fourth grade level.
Man.
Maybe. I think you needed them school lunches, Stevie. I was taken out of context. After a while, is it people taking you out of context or you don't know how to communicate?
He may have not liked my opinion. He may not like how I speak. He may not like how I communicate, bro, but I never came with any disrespect. I mean, he felt disrespected by my perspective, by how I view things, dog, but I kept it cool. I kept it professional. You know what I mean? Gave this motherfucker respect, right? Because even in a debate with bro, dog, I peeped it. You know what I mean? I peeped it, bro.
What did you peep? Please tell me. What did you peep? And hold up, real quick. Shout out to Roshan for the $2 super chat. Thank you. She said, nah, crash out. I have been this entire time, Roshan. But please tell me, how the fuck can you peep anything when you blinking like this? How are you peeping anything? Huh? You don't, how? When you blink it so goddamn hard. That's probably why you missed all the goddamn points in the debate. You can't see shit. You're blind because you blinking so fucking hard. Shit.
Like, all right, I'm gonna let him rock. I mean, because I came there for a conversation, and Abba came there to go viral, bro. I peeped it. He's out there performing while he's talking, trying to push the conversation to other points, you know, put words in my mouth.
If Kirk's not killed on camera, is this situation more or less tragic?
It's less tragic.
So dying on camera makes a murder worse?
No, not the murder worse, but the effect that has on the people is worse because everybody can see it.
That's the effect that it has on you.
Shout out to Tanya again for the $5 super chat. If Stevie knew this was all a part of Abba's master plan, why the fuck did he still fall into his trap card? Thank you. Thank you.
As an individual, but yeah, the tragedy is the same. The tragedy.
I disagree with you on that. I disagree
okay, well,
with you.
we're definitely gonna disagree.
Yeah.
If my father dies on camera or doesn't die on camera, at the end of the day, he died. Somebody took my person away from
So
me.
you don't think the fact that everybody can see your father?
I don't know. Why is it that Stevie wants to harp on this point so bad? Like this was something so egregious that Abba said. It's true. It's true. It doesn't matter that Charlie Kirk died while people were recording him. It doesn't fucking matter. It's sad no matter what. And I even gave the example of Dr. Martin Luther King. Like he didn't get killed on camera, but his death was huge. What are we talking about? His death was man. Oh. Okay. All right.
Die and have that accessible 24/7 on social media is not going to make the situation any different than having him die.
No,
it makes it different. But from a moral standpoint, it's the exact same. There's no difference in morality.
Well, morality is a different conversation. I'm just talking about tragedy. Try to, I guess, set up trap cards or whatnot where I'm just coming for a casual conversation. But
trap card? What are you talking about? Now he feels like Abba was purposely made him look stupid. No, you can't. No, you made yourself look dumb.
Makes sense. It makes sense because he felt a type of way from my first video. He just didn't let me know on some bitch shit. Right? That's bitch shit, dog. Like, say it with your chest. Let me know. But all this extra shit, this weirdo shit, this YouTube shit, this YouTube beef, dog. He didn't want to speak back with me face to face or on the phone. He had to save all this extra.
Would you guys want to talk to anybody that called you fake? Would you want to talk to that person on the phone? You called me fake. I'm not fucking talking to you.
Extra whole shit for the camera to perform for y'all to make Stevie look like the fucking Uncle Tom, bro. Like I get it, bro. You can play this game, dog, but
you do that yourself, boss. Every time you tap dance for these white conservatives, you do it yourself. You do it yourself, boss. You fucking do it yourself.
Hoest sucker shit ever, bro. Like I was a bitch. Plain simple, bro. He's a bitch. He's a victimhood bitch out here crying.
Victim? Man. Wow. Oh, God. Shout out to Jesse for the $2 super chat. Communication skills on Prince Andrew level. God damn. Wow.
Emotional as fuck because he felt some type of way by what I said and didn't have the balls enough to let me know how he felt and gonna cry about it later. We talking about the same debate now for fucking 3 times? What the fuck is the point?
You are still talking about it. You are currently making a video about it. What the you are literally boo-hooing about this shit. Is this reality? Is this real?
To slander Stevie? All right.
I appreciate you, Michael. Michael said, yo, I got a dip. my stomach bothering me, but I appreciate you, Watts and chat. Oh, Michael Davis got that mud butt. Hey, brother, you better take care of that. All right. I hope you got some wipes.
But this is such whole shit, bro. This is such whole shit, dog. Ooh, this is bad, dog. This is not how men move, bro. Regardless of how the fuck y'all feel, regardless of how y'all Abba Glazers, I mean, y'all are gonna rock with it, bro. Cause y'all be doing this. Y'all be doing the same shit in the comments, talking all this whole shit, trolling, saying all this.
Trolling is crazy. So, okay, so if somebody gives you actual like constructive criticism, what do you do with it? Because Stevie, I've seen some comments under your videos where they were giving you constructive criticism, and obviously you didn't say anything, but like, whatever. What the fuck is the point
all this worse shit where y'all wouldn't say none of this shit to a motherfucker's face, right? But then at the same time, it's like, this isn't even worth the shit talking, bro. You would think that I call Abba's mom a bitch or something. You would think I fucked his girl.
Okay, relax. Relax. Because like I said, you guys heard me before. This was fucking light work, okay? This was nothing crazy. This was nothing even, like, bad in my opinion. Abba didn't say anything too crazy. He just called you slow. He called you slow. He could have said way worse. Honestly, I would have said way worse. This was a light jab. It was a very light jab.
Girl. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing here. So to do all this and be who y'all are, you know what I'm saying, to be doing the YouTube shit as long as y'all have, to have the influences y'all got, I ain't gonna say y'all.
Oh, shit. Is this, who is this Gecia person? Is that, yo, Logix, let me know. Is that the person that you were saying was Stevie Knight's burner account? This guy, I think this them. This guy, it has to be him. It's gotta be him. You said, how are you giving him constructive criticism when I called him a bitch? Because there's no talking to them. There's no talking to them. There's no talking to people like Stevie. You see how that works? There's no talking to people like Stevie. That's how.
I'm not gonna include Preach on it, bro. Preach is
didn't I say he was gonna pop up? Didn't I say he was gonna pop up in the chat?
just the innocent bystander, bro. Like, he gotta you know, support his dog. You know what I mean? This is just Abba. This is some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Prior to all this heat, this animosity, even he had animosity in the text messages, bro, in the DMs, dog. But right, whatever. You feel the way, bro. It's cool. We can, right? But drop another video and come with all this shit for what? To have this fucking energy and then talk like this when there's nothing here. And I gave you numerous opportunities to holler at your boy offline, and you want to do this shit online?
You did it online. You responded all online calling him fake. So I'm going to respond online, point out the fact that you're fucking slow. You slower than King Syrup. I don't know if you guys ever used King Syrup before, but it pours slow as shit out of the goddamn bottle. You are slow. Slow.
That's y'all's man. That's y'all's man. Supporting this bitch behavior, this Twitter finger behavior, this whole shit behavior, bro. And y'all gonna buy it hook, line, and sinker, bro. But you know, birds of a feather flock together, bro.
You're right. That's why you're acquainted with people like Officer Tatum. You're absolutely right. Birds of a feather flock together. You fucking goddamn trash pandas.
I'm cool. I'm right. This video has gotten long enough, bro. But yeah, I was a bitch. I called him fake, but I was a bitch. He a hoe. He a victim. He's really selling.
A victim is crazy because you made the victim video. You did that. Instead of calling him, you did that shit.
Out the black community, bro, by sitting here thinking that all black people need to look at the world the same. How dare?
Who the fuck said that? Who said that? And I'm sorry. I thought you said you were previously an Abba and Preach fan. You know they call out all bad behaviors. Just like what I do. They call out all bad behaviors. What are you talking about? Doesn't matter if you're black, blue, orange, pink, green. If you fucking up, you are fucking up. It has nothing to do with race. Huh? Nobody said that.
A black man stand for a white man who was assassinated for using his right to free speech. Motherfuckers putting black on everything. But when you have this perspective, when you look at life this way, when you're unwilling to speak, when you're unwilling to have discourse, when you start talking shit, that
you cannot say that. You cannot say that because you are the one that is constantly saying there's no talking to these people. You can't fucking say that. You cannot be the one to say that. You keep contradicting yourself, but you're too fucking slow to understand that you're doing it. You started all this.
That's the whole fucking problem, bro. This is a direct example of all of our problems today with every fucking situation, bro. Getting so mad about nothing online on some sneaky shit, bro. I tried to holler at you, bro, but no, you gonna do this shit, bro? Like, this is the definition of bitch shit, bro.
Wow.
This is the definition of bitch shit. Pussy hurt. Panties in a bunch. But at the end of the day, it's like, what you being a bitch for? That's what I'm confused about. Like, what's the purpose?
You are the only bitch in this entire situation. Honestly, this whole video is exuding bitch. Okay, I am watching this video and I can smell vagina. Okay, and not the good kind, the fishy, unkept kind. Okay.
This is not the first time somebody has said something about you that you didn't approve of. And then I said it right to your face. And no energy, none of this lip, none of this lip, bro. And as I'm going back editing the video, come to realize he's probably gay.
What? Oh my God. What the fuck? What? Notice how he could not attack any of Abba's arguments. He could not attack any of Abba's arguments. So he tried to invalidate them by simply calling him gay. You are a fucking clown. You are a clown. Holy shit. Even if Abba was gay, what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? If Abba is gay, he's gay and right. What the I've never felt like this before. This is crazy, bro. I've never felt this fucking annoyed, frustrated, and confused. I am genuinely confused. He's saying, you know what, bro? You know what I realized? He probably gay. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Please, help me understand. And it came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. What did Abba say or do for you to be like, oh yeah, he gay? You know what? When you have nothing, when you have absolutely nothing, and the only reason, keep in mind, the only reason why I feel comfortable about saying the things that I say about Stevie is because I already attacked his argument. I already proved that he's fucking stupid. So I feel comfortable saying what I say about him. But when you don't have an argument and you don't have a point, and you feel the need to attack somebody's sexuality, that's how you know you fucking lost. That's how you know you lost, because you have nothing else. Holy shit. Shout out to oh my gosh, Myra for the $5 super chat. He started everything. Abba told him through text how he felt. That's more of a man than what he is doing. Crazy. Agreed. Thank you so much. Shout out to Avis for the $2 super chat. Thank you. He said, I could not wait for you to hear this. Shout out to Scally for the $4.99 super chat, for the $5 super chat. Sound like a guy who would lose an argument and can't think of anything clearer to follow up with, so they just call you gay. He's a straight up clown. Bro, yes. Okay, so think about this. Think about it this way. Have you ever like been in like a roasting session with your boys, right? And they can't think of anything, so they just start like saying like just dumb shit. Well, that's why you gay. Like, whoa, nigga, where the fuck that come from? I thought we was joking. We were saying shit that don't even make sense, but you want to attack my sexuality? Like, where the fuck did that come from? Shout out to Prolific Beauty again for the $5 super chat. Let me fix that. Stevie is an unstable, emotional creature. Stevie is funny. Thank you so much. Shout out to Designs for the $5 super chat. So in this guy's own fan fiction, he's catching L's from gay left-wing social media bitches. Well done, Stevie. You intellectual halfling. God damn. Huh. I don't know where he's gonna go with this point after this, but I know it's gonna be stupid. I know it's gonna be dumb.
It's giving gay. It's giving obsessed, bro, because it's too much. Though.
First of all, you want to say somebody is gay. You saying it's giving, that's fucking gay itself. Gay. That's gay. No grown man says it's giving. My wife is watching the stream right now. Wife, how many times have you heard me say it's giving? My wife says that with her best friend. It's giving this. It's giving that. But here's the difference between me and my wife. She has a fucking uterus. She got a goddamn uterus. It's giving. It's giving gay. Are you serious? Look, she put it in the chat. 0. It's giving gay. I never said it's giving anything. Now I think you got sugar in your tank.
Dog. It's fucking gay, dog. Gay. It's wicked out here, bro. It is wicked out here, dog. Anyway, thoughts. And I'm very aware.
Shout out to OM Shorty for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Stevie's resorts to name calling because he can't articulate what he means. He talking about himself at this point. That is quite apparent. Thank you so much, Shorty.
I stopped the video early, bro, but I ain't about to sit here and waste another hour getting my thoughts on it, bro. I have since talked to my girl. She saw the whole thing, bro. She said really ain't much else there. He didn't add anything.
I'm sorry. So you can't even form opinions yourself. You have to consult your wife. Is that what the fuck you said? But you want to present yourself as a man, but you have to consult your wife about what content that you react to. What the fuck are you even talking about here? Huh? My wife said there wasn't any. Your wife? What the fuck does she have to do with this? And of course she's going to say that because she's biased, you fucking moron. You can't be this stupid. Of course she's going to fucking say that. Wow.
Thing of substance or new to the conversation. He's trying to paint me as...
You can't say that because you didn't fucking watch the video. You can't say that.
Uncle Tom or, Coon towards the latter end of the video, I guess bringing up the videos that I've attacked black people by the titles. Because I ain't peeped it, bro. But if that's the case, man, I challenge someone to go through my videos and find somewhere where I'm attacking black people.
I might have to make that a separate video. Matter of fact, I want to take that clip right there. And react to one of the videos where he's fucking bashing black people. You know what? I may do that. Shout out to Belly B for the $2 super chat. So it's his B fault we have to deal with this. Apparently.
Where I'm making fun of black people, where I'm targeting black people, bro. That's not what I'm about. If anything, certain individuals of the black community are very sensitive and do not like criticism, right? Do not like.
That's not it. When you only bash black people and you don't talk about the crazy shit with the other side, yeah, you fucking look crazy. You goddamn grifter. I want to say something else so bad, but I like being monetized, you know. And real quick, let me just say, hey, shout out to Stevie. I'm gonna give him a quick shout out because me, Logix, Jew, Random University, a bunch of content creators, a bunch of smaller content creators, we have been getting paid. We have been getting broke the fuck off, okay? And it's been making so much for a difference for me. My averages have changed. My viewership averages have changed at this point.
Accountability, bro.
You know what? I love the fact that we're getting paid off of his stupidity. This is like poetic justice.
What I do, but I hold everyone accountable, dog. Matter of fact, I'm willing to bet that black people are. I don't even say black people because I don't attack black people, bro.
But that was your go-to. That was your go-to. Oh my gosh, it's ingrained in you at this point. That was your go-to.
If you're getting pissed at the title, that's on you because titles are clickbait. And usually, I'm just quoting what somebody says in the motherfucking video. But I'm willing to bet that the black community is one that I have the least amount of videos holding accountable, right? It's mostly, but y'all know what it is, right? I'm not gonna sit here and convince y'all. I ain't got shit to prove. Right? That's out there, bro. Find me a video where I am attacking black people. Find me a video where I am talking shit to black people, disrespecting black people, right? I hold my people accountable because I want the best for my people. You know what I mean? But, you know, you can't say shit about black folks. Regardless, dog. Wow. How dare you? If you do, you bitch, you fucking scum.
Chat. You guys have seen me cover multiple black people on my channel. You have seen it a lot. From some of the crazy women on Pop the Balloon, from that one girl that randomly attacked that streamer on the street in New York and threw a drink in his face, and from that one woman that broke that kid's piano that was playing it out in public, and you know, he was performing, he was getting money, and she stole his tips. Not once have you guys ever called me a trash panda. Not once. I've never gotten that, ever. Not even as a troll. I've never gotten that. So the fact that you cannot take a step back and be like, damn, I wonder why they're saying this, is fucking insane to me. Shout out to Tanya again for the $5 super chat. Jesus. Man is so spineless. He can't even be fucked to defend himself. No. He can't. He can't even fucking defend himself. You're right.
You coon, you whatever the fuck, bro. But when you hear people talk like that, all that does is let you know who you talking to, and you can't talk to them, bro. And Abba is one of those individuals you can't talk to. And then apparently,
but at the same time, we need to be open to dialogue, right? We need to hear everybody's opinion. Okay.
He offered your boy 50 bands to call out white folk. I guess he's trying to like sun me on that. Abba, if you're willing to talk to me directly and not do this online beef, bro. Let's play Big Bank Take Lil Bank, bro. Go ahead and show me all the little YouTube money you got. 50 bands, bro. The disrespect.
$50 bands. Disrespect. Why is he acting like that's little money when he said that they get millions? Why are you acting like that's little money? I'm not even I'm good. I'm good. I'm not even gonna. No, I'm good. I think we have subjected ourselves to Stevie enough for the goddamn night. All right. I think we have done enough. 50 bands being disrespectful is crazy. Holy shit. Oh my God. Chat, what did we just watch? Also, this is going to be a nightmare to edit, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Holy. Wow. I genuinely can't even summarize that video. I can't. I'm not even going to. That shit was just actually so stupid. I don't have the mental capacity. I anymore. I don't. Every time, and you know what? I hope that's the end of it. I hope that's the end of it because again, I keep saying this every time I react to one of Stevie's videos, I feel like I'm losing IQ points. I do. Like I feel myself getting dumber by the minute, and that was 37 minutes. I lost 37 IQ points. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Prolific Beauty for the $2 super chat. When I said feminine energy, do we all agree? Absolutely. Everybody put agree in the chat. Absolutely. Shout out to Dow for the $5 super chat. He said you need to change the last part of the title from chill stream to crash out stream. Dow, I'm gonna do that just for you. I'm so serious. I'm gonna do that just for you. I promise you I'm gonna do that because I did. I could not believe what I was hearing during this stream, man. I really couldn't. Anyway, we talked about one trash panda. We have to move on to the other. And this might be the last video of the night, but I really wanted to react to this because I didn't have time to talk about this myself. But this is actually one of Jew Almighty's videos, and this video is entitled Anton Daniel Sells Out Defending MAGA Invading Black Colleges. So I wanted to talk about this because somebody in the Discord, again, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, make sure that you join. Somebody in the Discord said, hey, you need to talk about Anton Daniel. So I really want to do that this week, and I probably will. But I thought this would be a great start. And Jew's videos are dope, so I know it's going to be a good one. Make sure that you guys subscribe to Jew if you haven't already. It was Scally. Yes, of course. Appreciate you, Scally. Just click the link that I have pinned. That's how you join. Shout out to DU Mariel for the $5 super chat. I think ABBA exposed Stevie's anti-blackness, and Stevie didn't know he was anti-black. Just got too comfortable attacking blacks, and Stevie realized. Yeah, and after that, you're probably right. And then after that, he didn't know what to do. So the next best thing was probably to just call ABBA gay. Anyway, let's get into it. I don't know if you guys remember this situation, just to give you guys a little context, but after Charlie Kirk was unalived, a lot of HBCU started to get like threats for whatever reason. I have no idea why. And shortly afterwards, there were two MAGA content creators that went on campus and basically like was just trying to get clips. Essentially, they were trying to debate these black students on the HBCU campus, not thinking that they would not be welcomed within this current political climate. I don't know why they felt like, or why they were surprised they got ran off, you know? Oh, yeah! Shout out to Nicole for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Nicole. Rename it Crash Out. Rename it Crash Out and Cash Out. That is such a good title. Since chat is making you rich, Watts Thoughts Assemble. Shout out to Nicole.
What's crazy to me is all these black students did was record them, laugh at them, yell at them, essentially clowned and bullied them until they were off the campus. And yet they still got called animals. You got people calling to defund the school. They're getting called ghetto university and no class, amongst other things.
I truly believe the whole goal of that was rage bait. They go to the black campuses talking about things that they know would offend or get a reaction out of black people.
Shout out to the students at Tennessee State University that forced away racist Trump supporters that gathered on their campus. This is exactly how we need to be dealing with racism.
I don't think that they're embarrassing us. I think that they're embarrassing them. And anybody that supports it, and anybody that advocates for it, and anybody that thinks it's cool.
Anton Daniels is another one of these black conservative YouTubers like the Hodge twins, Officer Tatum, and more recently Stevie Knight, who you
I had to howl it. I had to howl it.
use their skin color as a shield to protect them from criticism while constantly bashing the black community. They call themselves truth tellers, but in reality, their entire platforms revolve around obsessively criticizing black people and the left while painting conservatives in the best light possible. They exaggerate, they demonize, and they spotlight the worst examples they can find of the black community. But they don't hold conservatives to those same standards because all of their content is filtered through a Republican lens. And even though they may look like us and sound like us, don't get it twisted. They are working to divide black people. They intentionally push that same old good versus black narrative, which is straight out of the slavery playbook. You can literally read that strategy in the Willie Lynch letters. And people are finally starting to wake up and call them what they are.
We got coon, we got bootlicker, we got coconut.
I've never heard coconut. Somebody.
Okay, thank you, Jew. So I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the only one that never heard coconut, but it made sense. Coconuts are brown, but when you open them up on the white side, on the inside, I said the white side. On the inside, they're white. So that's clever, but I never heard that one before either.
Somebody tell me what coconut is. I've never heard that before. What does a coconut mean?
We got Uncle Tom, Sellout.
Thanks, Stevie. Look, I find them and their content detestable. They know exactly what they're doing by constantly tearing down the black community while giving a safe space for conservatives and people with anti-black sentiments to unload in their comments. Seriously, how many black fatigue videos can a black man make with a comment section that looks like this? Anton Daniels and all these other black conservative YouTubers are anti-blackness at its finest. And Anton proved this himself by going out of his way to defend MAGA invading black campuses and then criticize how the black students handled it, knowing exactly what MAGA stands for. But I'm Jew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
And guys, keep in mind, nobody's getting assaulted, nothing. At most, all that happened was just a lot of yelling. That was it. That was it.
I feel like y'all are moving in slow motion.
That's it.
I love my HBCU. Yeah. Woo! You're not welcome here. My fucking there. You're not welcome here. Everyone back here again.
Shout out to I Don't Play Games. Anton Daniels is a tether. Appreciate you.
I can go higher.
White boys that pulled up
Appreciate
to the
you,
HBCU to looking for a debate. DEI.
And for everybody that's in the chat right now, if you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor and subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate you.
Conservatism, etc., etc. I'm not here to question your motives, but optically, it wasn't a good look. Right message, wrong messenger.
When conservatives, MAGA do this, they're not worried about a message. The whole thing that made Charlie Kirk famous and viral is that people engaged with him and gave him the opportunity to debate with skewed and false facts in an anti-black narrative. Any of these other MAGA guys going on campuses, setting up a table, are looking for the exact same thing. They're looking for a clip, a viral moment, an interaction or engagement that they can post online, get sympathy and support from the right, and demonize the left or people of color. They're not really trying to get a message across.
Now, I appreciate that you guys tried and also brought this conversation to the front of the class because it's long overdue that black people in the black community HBCUs have a conversation about free speech and conservatism. Black people are conservative, but the HBCUs have turned into a liberal indoctrination.
Stop. That's how I know you've never been to a fucking HBCU before. That is an absolute lie. You have people of different ethnicities that teach at HBCUs. You have different people of political affiliations that teach at HBCUs as well. And I know that for a fact because I've been on campus on multiple HBCUs from Virginia State to fucking Howard. I had friends that went to HBCUs. They have told me this shit. That is an absolute lie.
Camp. It has been infested. Black people are conservative. They send their kids to these liberal arts HBCUs.
By his accent, I assume he's not Black American born or maybe first generation. And his
thank you. That is always the case. That's always the case.
Family is from a different country, which is maybe why he has his ultra-conservative perspective. I said it a bunch of times, and I'll keep saying it. Black people are not a monolith. We are diverse across the country and across the world. We have a bunch of different upbringings, backgrounds, beliefs, and principles. So for him to just categorize Black people as conservative and say HBCUs brainwash Black people to be liberal is false and another skewed version of truth that Black conservatives push.
And keep in mind, people are not just saying this about HBCUs. People are also saying this about college in general. People do not want you to be educated at this point.
Cut their hair off. They got these septum rings, and they talking about white supremacy this, white supremacy that. All that money donated to the HBCUs. Trump allocating all that money, and what do you get from that? You get septum ring piercings. You get crippling student loan debt.
It's 100% a reason that Anton Daniels chose this as the first video to respond to the MAGA kids getting chased off campus. This was 100%
anti-intellectual, absolutely
intentional.
HBCUs, they need conservatives, point blank. Conservatives need a space in HBCUs if they're going to change course. They might need a new conservative president, new conservative dean. They're going to need, at least have a conservative conversation.
From the way he's talking, I would assume he didn't go to a HBCU in the first place. I did, and I can tell you for a fact, there were definitely conservative professors. There were professors.
God damn it. See? Come on, bro. Come on. Thank you. Jew is literally saying what I just said. How many times we gonna do this, chat? God damn it. I'm good. Thank you. Yes, there's no way in hell he's ever stepped foot on an HBCU campus. But then again, I get hype when people repeat the things that I repeated. But to be fair, it's fucking common sense. It's common sense.
From all across the world. All of my computer science professors were Egyptian or Middle Eastern. So they were definitely conservative professors. And I don't think being liberal was shoved down anybody's throats. And what he's talking about is culture.
Political affiliations are not shoved down your throat in college. I don't know who the fuck told these people that. That's not true. If you feel like people go into college conservative and they come out liberal, it's not because they're being brainwashed or anything like that. It's only because they have different perspectives. They talk to people. They witness things. They saw shit that changed their mind, that changed their very small worldview that they had. That's what college does. But no, we want to be this is all anti-intellectualism.
In general, talking about septum rings, which has nothing to do with the HBCU education, which again makes me think he's not even talking from experience.
The amount of money being invested into HBCUs, these kids are coming out of the school with this type of degree, with liberal arts degrees, and can't nothing in AI, engineering, nothing like that.
That can be.
What are you talking about? People come out of college with a lot of different degrees. What are you talking about? People get degrees on what they want to they get their degrees depending on what they want their future jobs to be. Oh God. I have a mass communications degree with a concentration in print online journalism because I wanted to be a journalist at one point. Duh.
said about any college in the U.S. Students pick degrees based on what they want to do or what they're passionate about. Whether that's liberal arts, criminal justice, engineering, AI engineering, whatever it is. So the points he's making and Anton Daniels cracking up like he's Eddie Murphy right here is just without merit.
They're just going there to be told that white supremacy is holding them back. And
chat, anybody that went to freaking college has a professor ever directly said, oh, white supremacy is holding you back? Especially, please answer this question if you went to an HBCU specifically. Please. I've never heard this. No one teaches this. This is all lies.
The whitest student loan is the way that it is.
I agree 100% with what he says because all of this stuff is stuff that I say on a regular basis. The only thing I don't agree with is he said right message, wrong messenger, because I think that there's always a right messenger. And you can't pick and choose who can tell the truth.
He another one of them niggas. He's another one. He's another one where I feel like if he take his glasses off, his nose will come off with it too. Yeah, he reminds me of Myron. Why is it always the trash pandas that they got these noses where it look like when they wear glasses where it look like if you take them off, the nose will come off with it? Why is that? I genuinely want to know.
And who can't tell the truth.
Just because it's something that conservatives believe doesn't make it the truth. The messenger doesn't matter if it's skewed or false facts, especially when it comes to the DEI stuff.
I think that their reaction to what happened on campus is more of a reflection of who they were and not necessarily a reflection of who it is that was bringing the message. Anybody should be able to have a conversation and have debate. And if you don't like it, then you should just walk away or you can observe quietly. But to run somebody off of campus was completely disrespectful to yourself, your parents, and your culture.
How? And again, this is around the time where HBCUs were getting threats. A black kid got hung at an HBCU. This is a very sensitive time, but you want to wear a MAGA hat and try to debate and get clips? No. They probably felt like their lives were in danger with you just being there. Fuck no. No.
One thing that I really dislike about conversations when it comes to young black people, and it's that they don't get the same grace or benefit that any other race does. It feels like young black people are always aged up or have to be more responsible or more accountable. Or when they do something wrong, they're hit with harder consequences than everybody else. I've been a teenager before. I was a college student at a HBCU. And if a young Republican would have came up trying to debate Bush points back then, they would have got ran off campus. So you can have your opinion about whether that was right or not for them to get run off campus. They didn't attack them or assault them. They kept their hands to themselves and yelled mean things. That's also freedom of speech that these conservatives preach about but don't like when it comes from someone that doesn't agree with them. But I do have to agree with Anton that they just shouldn't have engaged at all. They shouldn't have tried to talk to them, to debate them, or encircle them to make a point. But ignoring something like that on campus takes organization and strategy and communication, which clearly those students didn't have at the time because they didn't even know that this was happening. Those guys just showed up on campus unannounced.
We need the Bible back in HBCUs. We need conservatives back in HBCUs. And until that changes, all that money that Trump invested will be just flushed down the toilet.
That's such a weird thing to hang your hat on. I believe every president funds HBCUs, and Trump did give more than usual. But at the same time, this administration is erasing black history and giving somebody like Charlie Kirk a national day of recognition. So him hanging his hat on Trump being the savior of HBCUs is just kind of weird to me.
So HBCU, who just got a bunch of federal funding from Trump himself, kick out two guys.
You think just because I got hold on, you think, shout out to JT Does for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Those convos are only in classes focused on black history, and even then there's room for debate. Exactly. Thank you. You think just because we got HBCUs got federal funding, you think they have to listen to MAGA opinions on their campuses? Fuck no, they do not. They're not obligated to. No. What are you talking about?
Who just wanted to sit down and have a conversation just like Charlie Kirk used to do in college.
No, for the wrong reasons. For the wrong reasons. Let's call a spade a spade. They trying to get clips, bro.
College campuses. But instead of accepting it, they decided it was best if they booted them out, act all crazy, Have these signs called Black Lives Matter.
Nobody is obligated to have a debate. It was those students' free speech to have those signs and to tell those people what they thought about them. I don't know why these people act like free speech only works one way.
I'm gonna say something, and you're probably not gonna like it, but I don't really give a damn because I tell it 100, straight 100, no bullshit. I have dealt with racism, but not from whites, not from Hispanics, from blacks. I have been called every name in the book by blacks. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that black people are not the most racist people on the planet.
Let me ask y'all a question, because this just popped in my head. Is it racism if a black person calls another person that is black something because they don't necessarily agree with their ideology?
But that is not why they're talking, they're insinuating, they're talking about the word trash panda, right? That's what they're talking about. But that's not the issue. It's not that we simply disagree. It's the fact that you're constantly defending racist white people at every turn, and you are doing everything in your power to put down the black community. When you do that, yes, that's when you're a coon.
When it comes to race. So, for example, if they call you a coon, they call you whatever, so on and so forth.
That's not,
which,
no, it is not racist. It is indeed not racist. And also, it really, I said this in my Trash Panda video, it really makes me think that people really don't understand what the word Trash Panda actually means. Because we're not saying that because you're black. We're saying, and you have conservative views. We're not saying that. We're saying that because you're essentially betraying your own people. That's where that term comes from.
I've been on the receiving end of a lot of that. Is that racism because they talking to another black person, or does it have to be directed at a white person, or is it?
You know what? When I'm looking at this dude, it's like a miserable nigga and a potato did the fusion dance together. I'm gonna start calling him Miserable Idaho. Yeah.
Based off of your mindset and ideologies and whatever it is that you know what I'm saying, stand on from a cultural perspective.
I can help you with that, Anton. Here's racism explained.
So white racism. Tell me the ways in which white racism adversely impacts the lives of black people. Education, okay. Economically, employment, housing, what else? Policing, healthcare, okay. Now we're gonna move over to black racism. Tell me the ways in which black racism adversely impacts the lives of white people as an entire group. The reason why you become silent, there's one that always comes up, and that's fear. White people are afraid of black people. They are afraid of us. We know white people are afraid, but you have to start getting into the psychology. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid? But it's an interesting dynamic. Now, also you see the difference in what racism is, do you not? Racism implies you have not just prejudice, but the power to do something with that prejudice. Now, I don't like you, not only that, but I'm gonna control whether you can get.
Shout out to JT Does for the $1.99 super chat. That's not racist. It's calling a spade a spade. Exactly. Also, guys, I'm so happy my alerts are working how they're supposed to. I fixed it. Yes.
You know, I may say I hate you. I hate white people. I hate them. I hate them. It's not going to change you getting that loan when you go to the bank. I can hate you all the way to the bank. Not going to change. Do you see the difference? That whereas white racism says, not only do I not like you, but I'm going to change the impact of where you can live. I'm going to determine with that racism where your powers are. You following me?
And if you want to prove me wrong, prove me wrong. I don't give a shit. Wow. I dealt with it. Even when I voted for Trump, I dealt with it, but twice as worse.
While I don't agree with all the names of the name calling, the black people were calling her out for voting for Trump, giving what those campaigns were, given the things that were said on the campaign trail, given the things that the administration is doing now, kind of makes sense why she would be called out and why she seems bitter toward black people.
I was called a coon, I was called an Uncle Tom, I was called every single name in the book.
Now, keep in mind, I would never call somebody that just for the simple fact that they voted for Trump. Because I do know there are also a lot of single issue voters out here, and that could vary from abortion to same-sex marriage. I don't disagree with it, but like I understand if you do. Or I said I don't disagree with it. I don't agree with it, but I understand if you do. So like I would never call somebody that just because they voted for Trump.
By what? Black people. When I got married to my husband and they saw a picture of my husband, they assumed that, you know, he was white, even though he's Puerto Rican, even though I've said that a million fucking...
Well, to be fair, I mean, we knew he wasn't black. I mean, if we're being honest, we knew he wasn't black. Like, he's just
times that he's Puerto Rican.
Fuck.
Black people have a tendency to embarrass themselves over and over and over
Bro, what's up, Justin? Justin, I almost had 700 people in here, bro. It's ridiculous.
again. And at this point, there is no point in trying to get through to them.
It's always weird when I hear black people say they and them as if they're removed from being black or they don't see themselves as black. At the end of the day, if you're black, black people are your people. They are our people. And again, black people are not a monolith, but the generalizations are on purpose, and it is conservative talking points. And it is a conservative strategy that when you're speaking negative about black people, it's all black people. It's the culture.
Everything in their mind is racist. This is how you know the mainstream media has brainwashed them.
To say that all black people are racist or all black people are this or that is just wrong. And I just think it's funny that everybody else, all the other black people are brainwashed except her and the other guy in the video.
Point of no return. Some of them who are smart enough may be saved, but I don't see that. I don't see that happening.
So all black people are dumb. And Anton is over here smirking like a proud parent right now.
Nah, you know what? And again, I don't think it's necessarily black people. I think it's the culture. And every single person is not the same way that all white people aren't the same, and so on and so forth.
That's good that he made that distinction that all black people aren't the same, just like all white people aren't the same. But when he says the culture is the problem, is toxic, or whatever the case, what culture are you talking about? Black American culture?
I don't think that they're embarrassing us. I think that they're embarrassing them. And anybody that supports it, and anybody that advocates for it, and anybody that thinks it's cool.
Shout out to I Don't Play Games for the $5 super chat. I can hear the accent. She is not black American. Tether alert. To be fair, I couldn't hear an accent, to be honest with you. But anyway, thank you so much for the $5 super chat.
Kids absolutely didn't embarrass.
Not saying that she is or isn't. I'm just simply saying she don't know.
Themselves by speaking their mind and demanding that 2 MAGA kids leave their campus. They kept their hands to themselves. I didn't see them throw anything. Maybe they said some wild stuff, sure, but they didn't embarrass themselves by not wanting to engage and wanted them off their campus.
If a person that doesn't look like you, if they don't stand for what you stand for, if they not aligned with what you align with, if they decide that they want to walk through campus or they want to have a conversation or a respectful debate, then all hell is going to break loose.
That's false. Again, at my HBCU, we had white kids that went there. If you look at black fraternities and sororities, there's usually a white person or two there. We had Democrats and Republicans come speak peacefully on campus. Right after Charlie Kirk passes, wearing those MAGA hats, coming on campus with signs. What those MAGA guys were doing was antagonistic to black students on that campus. And they knew exactly what they were doing. They were trying to incite people and to get a viral moment.
Shout out to Belly B for the $2 super chat. Is that I think it's the same person using a beard filter. All right, that's actually really funny.
Which unfortunately is exactly what they got and posted directly on their socials.
And again, I said this on After Hours, it was more of an embarrassment of them than it was, and when I say them, the actual students, black students at HBCUs. And it's so funny because I was just reading about and observing other people make comments about the fact that HBCUs received a ton of funding from the Trump administration, which obviously this is not the first time. And he's been very supportive of HBCUs.
HBCUs have received funding from all administrations. Correct. It's not that Trump decided to just be generous to black people all of a sudden. HBCUs have always received funding from administrations.
In ways that Democrats, especially Obama, was never in support of HBCUs, but
Obama gave funding to HBCUs. Trump just gave more this time.
He's the president.
So how the fuck can you say that? How can you say that? How can you say somebody is not in support of something, even though they did give money to an HBCU? How can you say, oh yeah, they didn't support them at all? You're only saying that because they gave less than Trump. Like that's weird, bro.
The entire United States of America, including HBCUs, the whole concept of HBCUs in 2025, as of the recording of this video.
You know what? I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't listening to no nigga that got Easter basket grass on his face. Like I'm sorry. This is hard. This is really hard. Like, Jesus, I don't know what you putting in your beard, bro, but you need to stop. Your beard looking mad synthetic. All right, if I light a match and I throw it in your beard, that bitch is gonna catch fire. Shit.
It's very dumb. It's very stupid in the first place because it's basically racist in itself because there's no other community of people that can actually have their own colleges that is primarily designed to uphold their culture and speak to whatever it is that they come from.
PWIs, there's even a name for it, is predominantly white institutions. And that's basically every other institution that isn't a HBCU. HBCUs were started in the first place because black people could not get higher education. So we built our own colleges to teach our people, to get them degrees, to allow them to advance further in life. Even today, there are doctors, lawyers, engineers, architects that come from HBCUs. It is a college like any other college, but it is a safe space for black people, and it is 100% necessary, especially in this day and age where things have gotten worse and more racist than they were before. So for a black person to say that HBCUs are not only unnecessary, but also wrong is revealing to that person's perspective on black people and society as a whole.
Even when you try to have respectful debate at an organization or at a university that was founded by white people, you start to see all of these signs and hateful messages about Black Lives Matter.
Those MAGA hats represent racism to black people, whether you like it or not. Those MAGA guys knew what they were doing, trying to get a clippable moment, which they did. And I would say a lot of black people were proud of the kids for how they handled it.
Notice how nobody got shot on that HBCU. Can y'all acknowledge that?
Nobody got shot. Nobody got assaulted. Like, nothing happened.
Unlike Charlie Kirk on a PWI. Why don't white murders through the roof right now? What's crazy to me is all these black students did was record them, laugh at them, yell at them, essentially clowned and bullied them until they were off the campus. And yet, they still got called animals. You got people calling to defund the school. They're getting called ghetto university and no class, amongst other things. All the while, from both the eyes of campus security.
My bad. Unplug my headphones.
And the university administration, these MAGA Charlie Kirk wannabes were absolutely disturbing the peace. These clowns show up to an HBCU unannounced. No permission, no pre-approval, and wanting to debate with black students about racism and mass deportation. That sounds like you're the ones looking for trouble. And just like y'all have the First Amendment right to debate whatever y'all want, people also have the First Amendment right to record, laugh, and yell at your ass. But y'all selectiveness with who gets free speech is also proving y'all racism, just so we're clear.
I truly believe the whole goal of that was rage bait, because here are two unknown people trying to continue the Charlie Kirk legacy. I don't even think they're with his organization, but they're trying to do what he did. They're trying to get their name out there. And how do they do that? They go to the black campuses talking about things that they know would offend or get a reaction out of black people. This was all a performance.
Shout out to the students at Tennessee State University that forced away racist Trump supporters that gathered on their campus. This is exactly how we need to be dealing with racism. Black people's humanity is not up for debate, and HBCUs were created to give black people a space to learn away from the disruption of white supremacy. I don't know why white conservatives have like this weird obsession with us.
That was Anton's first video about not liking the reception of the MAGA guys going to a HBCU. I think it was Tennessee State University, and basically getting walked off the campus. And even in that first video, you see how he picked two clips that were in support of his narrative and his perspective when there were a gazillion other people talking about those that also had clips that supported what the kids did. And
Oh yeah, that's textbook. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Against those MAGA guys coming on that campus unannounced to basically start a conflict, not a debate, to get a clippable moment. But this is his second video about the subject, which again gives away more about how he feels.
An HBCU grad, let me explain to you exactly why I feel this debate was not welcome on the TSU campus. A white man took the life of another white man at a white school in one of the whitest states in the country, and the next day, white conservatives took it upon themselves to launch credible threats at HBCUs across the country. Yes.
To be fair, I do not know if they're white conservatives, but Go on, yes.
Yesterday, several young men wearing MAGA hats took it upon themselves to visit an HBCU despite those threats with signs.
I forgot to mention that earlier, that after Charlie Kirk was killed, HBCUs got a bunch of death threats for no reason.
TJ, you have to go back and watch this at some point, bro. You have to. you gonna laugh. That's all I'll say. You'll laugh.
For no reason. A white conservative killed another conservative and black people got death threats. So with that being the case, of course, kids on campus going about their normal lives are unsettled, feel unsafe, and MAGA presence on an HBCU campus after those threats, of course, is unwelcome.
An HBCU, despite those threats, with signs that said deport all illegals and DEI should be illegal, and they expected some type of civil debate, despite the fact that so many black people are the children of immigrants or immigrants themselves, these men took it upon themselves to go to a black school and antagonize the students. In the videos that they took and posted to their own social media, they claimed that they shut up for a civil debate and were met with nothing but violence. Despite the fact that there was no violence.
Yeah, I was about to say there was absolutely no violence. Those kids kept their hands to themselves. Maybe they said mean words that they didn't like, but again, that's free speech, right?
Depicted in those videos, they still took it upon themselves to characterize the students who rightfully felt threatened as violent people. Tennessee State University put out a statement saying that those students acted in a respectable way, and I have nothing to say, but I agree. You don't get to ride the coattails of threats and then show up at our schools and act like you're doing us a favor.
Right.
Quite frankly, I think those students acted in the most respectful way possible, because if you did that at my alma mater, anything could have happened to you.
First of all right, it's so much sass in this fucking video.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? What is that? Okay, hold up. Let's dissect when people do this, because Stevie just did this shit too. Let's really dissect this. When people want to point out your sexuality and say, oh well, you're gay, or you have a lot of sass or whatever. When they do that, they are saying that you are feminine, right? This is why it's stupid, because they're essentially saying you're feminine, you're acting like a girl, you're gay, whatever. So, and this may be a little bit of a reach though. So are you saying people that are feminine, women included, so are you saying they don't have good arguments? Are you saying that they're like, what are you actually saying? Because when you bring up their sexuality before even discussing the point that they made, you try to invalidate their argument by calling out their sexuality. So what are you really trying to say here?
It's insane. Like, real talk.
So this man made nothing but points, bullet after bullet after bullet, and Anton's only response is he's sassy or his delivery. Matter of fact, I'll make sure I show the titles of these two videos because they're also revealing. So he's trying to take away the guy's whole points by just pointing out sass.
All I see is sass, and if...
Shout out to D for the $5 super chat. For all the black people here, did you know in the Quran, in the Hadiths, it said Musa, Moses, Isa, Jesus are dark skinned? Oh yeah, for sure, most definitely. But you know, there's a lot of people think Jesus was just a white man.
This is what they are teaching at HBCUs, which is bad enough that major universities across the United States of America, whether you identify them as the most prestigious / has the biggest funding, the biggest...
I'm just going to make the assumption that the brother is gay. You're saying there aren't gay people at PWIs at predominant...
You're crazy. You are actually insane. Shout out to I Don't Play Games. Felice Johnson was flirting with Anton Daniels and he was smiling. Is that true? Oh God, somebody find that video. That's so funny. Yeah, but there are thousands of gay black people. I mean, not even just black people, of gay people within PWIs. This nigga didn't go to college. He didn't go to college. There are many gay people that go to PWIs. I went to one. Gay people everywhere.
Predominantly white institutions at white colleges. What does HBCU have to do with him being sassy or being gay? Right. Absolutely nothing. But Anton is refusing to address the points that he makes and is now making personal attacks.
So on and so forth, the biggest prestige, the greatest graduates, the phenomenal whatever, blah, blah, blah. They are bad in itself. But if this is the type of behavior that HBCU grads, which he never actually said where he graduated from, to my knowledge, there was just so much fucking sass on the screen, I just couldn't see it anyway.
This is a well-spoken dude that made points, and he's literally just talking about his mannerisms. Like how you have a channel as big as this. And I guarantee you, the comments under this video are probably supporting everything he's saying, which is just crazy to me.
If he's sitting there and saying that them throwing up signs, and the FU signs, and basically screaming and unruly and dancing and pumping on the screen and all of this stuff.
And if they were white, you would be defending him.
If that's what he identifies as respectful, then respectfully, I'd have to say that we doing a horrible job, and I mean a severe, horrible job in educating and teaching young people of tomorrow how to conduct themselves. And actually, we're supporting and upholding prejudice, bias, and racist views that does not have any place in society, and is one of the reasons why we need to dismantle diversity, equity, and inclusion and start making it merit-based.
The kids on campus and how they acted in that video when they were basically walking or demanding that these MAGA guys leave their campus has nothing to do with education, has nothing to do with DEI. So why he's making those correlations is super weird. And again, I have to address DEI because I hate this conversation.
I hate
DEI,
it too.
just like affirmative action, was designed to give everybody an equal playing field and an equal shot at opportunities. And this is because for so long, the corporate world has been, it's who you know, not what you know. Where people would hire people just based on color. Where white guys would hire other white guys just because they were white or they knew another white guy. And other qualified or overqualified candidates of color with master's degrees and doctorates and work experience, men and women, wouldn't even get an opportunity at an interview, wouldn't even be able to get their foot in the door because there were so many backdoor dealings to give people positions that they didn't deserve. So that's the basis of DEI and affirmative action. And for conservatives to act like black people or women were just getting handouts because they were black isn't the case. Anybody that got an opportunity with affirmative action.
Yeah, to act like these people aren't qualified is just so fucking asinine. Like, it's ridiculous to me. So you really think people will lower standards just so that they can hire black people? No, because, and that's why I hate the whole Charlie Kirk example of, oh, when I see a black pilot, I get scared because did he really deserve to be a pilot? Yes. Do you think a company is going to want to be held liable because they hired somebody inexperienced flying planes? Like, this is a stupid conversation that we're having.
Or DEI were qualified by degrees, by work experience. They didn't get opportunities just because of the color of their skin. It's actually the opposite, where white people got opportunities just because of the color of their skin without being qualified for jobs.
That part of what we should do is also include people's takes on social media in order to qualify them of whether or not they're a cultural fit.
Oh, that's great. So only hire conservatives online that agree with the conservative CEO. Don't hire anybody else. No diversity in a company at all. Just all white conservative or MAGA guys, right? That's what Anton...
Because the white man knows best, boss. Oh, man, I sure do love me some massa. I do. I love me some massa, boss. The white man knows best. Oh, my gosh.
It amazes me how these black conservatives act and speak against their own people's self-interest. So just because a black person isn't conservative, they shouldn't get opportunities to work in this world. How does that help the black community? How does that...
To be fair, OG Sean, I can do a lot of different voices. So I don't know. I've had a lot of practice, I guess.
That help black people as a whole? How does that uplift or progress or bring up the next generation to be successful? It doesn't, because these guys don't really care about the black community.
The minute that you start to support nonsense, or you start to be okay with that statement that basically said that those students conducted themselves in the utmost respectful manner and no incident or nothing like that, that's nonsense. We seen them throwing stuff, cups, hitting their windows. They was basically yelling and screaming.
And these are the same people that will never talk about January 6th, where the actual Capitol was attacked and people were assaulted. But they get a pass. They can work wherever they want. They can get hired wherever they want. They're seen as respectable people in society. But some college kids running somebody that's unwelcome on their campus off is where you draw the line. Again, he made a bunch of really good points, and Anton responded to none of them. Now, let's be clear. The black community definitely has its issues. We are not perfect at all. Some of us are advancing and thriving educationally, professionally, and personally. Others aren't. Violence, crime, self-destruction is real, and I won't deny that. But that does not sum up the black community or the black experience in America historically. What makes these black conservative YouTubers so bad is they don't address any of these issues in context, because problems exist in every community. The opioid crisis destroyed the white community, just like crack destroyed the black community. But you don't hear about that. These people aren't fair or balanced. They are trying to push a conservative narrative, and they focus on making black people people look and sound as bad as possible. But thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life.
Man, shout out you. W video, couldn't agree more. Jesus Christ, man. Wow. Yeah, well, I have another Trash Panda to talk about, guys. Really quick, I want to say just thank you to everybody, man. This
is culturally inappropriate.
This is the best stream that I've had throughout my career. You guys really pulled up. Like, this shit was wild. To have that many people in here, it's over almost 700 people, insane. All of the super chats that you guys gave me, I am so thankful, bro. I am so thankful. And just know, I am going to continue to work on my content, improve, give you guys more content. I'm constantly thinking of ideas. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. I don't know what else to say. Well, if you guys want to catch me live again, I'm actually going to go live tomorrow, but I'm going to go live on the gaming channel and my Twitch. I'm putting my Twitch in the chat. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitch, make sure that y'all do. I will be playing Dead Space, Halloween, spooky game, horror, whatever. But yeah, Logix and I had this bet that I would play Dead Space if he played Resident Evil 4 Remake. And he's currently playing that right now. Shout out Diwu for the $2 super chat. Oh God. What are your thoughts on 9/11? I have no idea. And honestly, I'm not huge into conspiracy theories, but I can admit that there are a few aspects of 9/11 that a little weird, but at most that's probably the most that I could say about that. Anyway, yeah. So like I said, I'm playing Dead Space tomorrow. I'm probably gonna play around like 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, let's say 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to catch me live again, just make sure y'all pull up to that stream tomorrow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Diwu, again for the $2 super chat. What are your thoughts on Jeffrey Epstein? Release the files. Even though I don't know. Release the files, and I only say that because they said that they would, and they didn't. So, do I think there's anything crazy on there? I don't know. It might be a big nothing burger, but yeah, just do what you said you were going to do. You ran on this during your campaign. You said you was going to release the Epstein files, so release them. Anywho, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I don't think so, guys. Just for real. Thank you so much again, and I appreciate y'all so much, man. Yeah, if you want to pull up to the Twitch stream, I would really appreciate it. That one's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace.